Hi, people. Hope everybody's okay. It's all right. I had to go back upstairs and go and get me water because I kind of bloody hell. I forgot it. Came down and was like, hang on a minute, I'm missing me water. Like, oh, how dare you? Bloody hell. So I went upstairs, getting past all the cats, and the cats are like, hang on, you just went past this way. Why are you going back? Typical, really. I'll listen to your message afterwards, Melissa. Just recently been tidying up a lot and sorting stuff out. Because basically we're getting our loft done, but I'll go into stories in a minute. Right, so we've got hi Sapari, hi Tracy Jackson, hello Melissa sis, hi Moon, and hello Chris. Oh, hi Philip. And I'm Mark the Spider Guy. Yay! I know Matt's coming on, but yeah. I did send him the link. Let's just check. Because no, my luck, I probably forgot. Nope. Oh, fudge. And I've sent out a few invites to people. So, yep. I'm cream crackered already. Having to go back upstairs and then back down again. It was like, oh. So, let's have a look. No, I don't want to send that out. Good grief. I'm not that generous. I'm not kidding. So the weather's changed a little bit. I don't like the cold weather. I like it when it's nice and warm. It does my head in when it's cold. Do not like it. So I've put the heating on a little bit in here, the heated radiator, because it needs to keep a normal type of temperature in here for the creatures. I'm having trouble with Forest Light. Even though I bought it brand new, it keeps turning itself off and the switch is not faulty or anything like that. It's just I'll turn it. Hi, Courtney. I'll turn it and it will come on, and then a while later it'll go back off again. So maybe I will actually have a look at the plug, and just in case one of the wires is loose. But I don't think it is. I think it's the connection inside keeps doing it, getting annoying. So you buy a brand new UVA light and it's playing up. So I don't think she's too pleased about it either. So we'll just see what happens if she comes out afterwards or not. We shall see.
Hello.
Oh, God, you look knackered.
Yeah, I am tired. Just like living on energy drinks today. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And I had a meal earlier on as well, so now that's like hit my stomach.
Yeah, that makes you tired as well.
Yeah. We'll survive.
Just about.
Yeah.
God, a meal. I don't have many meals. I have some meals, but sometimes I don't. I mean, today I only had a bacon butty on my breakfast this morning, and that's it. So that, I don't know. My stomach's shrunk. I don't want to eat as much anyway. Because when you eat less,
and then 30 Mars bars. Come on.
No, I don't like them. I don't have that many. I didn't even know when the last time I had any chocolate. I think the last chocolate we did have was a few days back, and it was dark chocolate, because dark chocolate is better for you anyway, only in small amounts. But no, I haven't. All I've had is my cereal this morning, which I had bran flakes with just milk and no sugar. And
no sugar.
I don't put sugar on it. I don't like sugar on the cereal. It's disgusting. And then I had we get this bread. It's called walnut bread. It's about £3.50 a loaf, but it's really nice. We had that with just some bacon on it, and that was it. But it is expensive, but it's one of them. You're either there on time to get it or not, and it's like, so I managed to get it the other day, and I'm like, yes, because I like bread like that. But any normal bread, as soon as it hits my stomach, I'm in I get stomach cramps. So I have to watch what I have.
I think Melissa said something along the lines of she can't come up because she's obviously had a little bit of surgery type thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, oh, I know. She sent me a message. She's turning this down a little bit, turn this up a little bit too high. I'll end up frying myself at this rate. I had to turn it up in here because obviously it's got to be a certain temperature in here.
Mm.
Yeah, the walnut bread is nice. I mean, yeah, it's expensive for £3.50, but okay, it's nice. Because we've tried things like sourdough and all that, and I sit there and it's like, I take a bite of it and just turn around and say to Simon, nope, don't want it. Get rid. So I'm losing weight as well, so it's all good. So it's just because I'm eating less. Even if Simon gives me a full plate of food, I'll eat a little bit of it and I'll turn around and say, I can't eat anymore. I'm not sitting there until I feel sick. As soon as I feel full, I'll say I'll stop. I'll stop eating and just turn around and say, nope, not eating it. Because not the thing to do, sit there and feel like crap all day because you've overindulged. It's just not fun. So I don't. I even warn him. I was just like, can't you give me something a bit smaller than that?
Mm.
Thing I do like eating.
Good for you.
Thanks. I mean, I've done it before. I've went down to a blue size 10 before, but don't you bloody start, you. No, I have. I've been down to a size 10. Then you get people like, you're all right. You're not starving yourself, are you? And it's like, you look at them like, fuck off. You know.
Well, I went down from 99, and I checked myself the other day, and I had a bit of a meal and water, and I came in at 78. So I reckon you could probably take a few off that. So it's like 74.
Yeah.
And I was standing next to somebody who only come up here onto me, and it was literally looked like a concentration camp. Like literally, he's like an absolute stick. And he said, you've lost weight. He said to me, and I said, yeah. I said, how much do you weigh? And he said 74. And I said, what? I'm 74, and I'm much bigger than you. And he went, really? You can't be 74. I said, I am. I said, I must have. I just drink a lot of water. I drink about 3 to 5 liters a day, and I have to because of my kidney stones. So, but I couldn't get over that. How can I be the same weight as somebody who's like really thin and raky, and like when he comes up there on me? How am I the same weight as somebody like that? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I got this, and that's got 2 liters in that water. And it was only, I got 6 of these for £7.50 off Amazon. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have them. So,
was there anything special about them? Because I mean,
no,
waters.
Yeah. Oh, it depends, because I won't have any of the water. It's, shit. I'm not wearing my reading glasses.
It's probably tap water.
No, it isn't. There's a different. You can taste the difference. You can always taste the chlorine or the chemicals in tap water. I won't have it anyway. It's disgusting.
I just got myself a thing called Epic water filter. I used to have one before, but it went a bit manky, so I stopped using it. But I just bought a brand new one, and they've got nano filters in them, and they take out all the chemicals, all the everything, and the water is absolutely crystal clear, and no bacteria can get through, which a normal water filter can let bacteria through. Yeah. But this one doesn't.
We've got a distiller, and it cost us nearly 90 quid. So we've got that recently. It's not been set up yet. Keep saying to Simon, so when's it getting set up? Well, we've got to make space. So it's like, the thing
Melissa says she buys a crate of water from Aldi, £3.40 for 16. But you know what, though? There was a big expose about this, because it's actually allowed for companies to just fill from the tap and call it natural water. They don't call it spring water, because then that would be illegal, but they say natural water, bottled at source, which means the source was the kitchen sink.
Yes, what way they word it, and you look at it and it's like, I'm bloody drinking that, because sometimes I've got water that I thought, oh, I'll try this, and I've turned around. I'm like, I'm not drinking that. And
Yeah.
they'll be like, but it's bottled water. It's like, yeah, but I can taste the difference. It doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I stopped a long time ago now drinking fizzy pop. Just stop drinking, Coke. So when I do have any alcohol, it's usually straight. I don't put any mixers in. So yeah, that's probably why I get drunk quick. That's not the point, though. I stopped drinking it because you could taste the absolute the syrup and the horrible, disgusting stuff, and I'm like, nope. Because the odd times I've had, I have a taste, and it's like, no, I'm still not missing that shit. That's horrible. Get rid of it. It's true.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Evian is more expensive than petrol. Yeah.
Evian, yeah, sometimes we get that, or we get Buxton, or this one. The Scottish one's okay. I forgot what it's called now.
Somebody went round a spring. There's a tap spring, and it's in the next village along, and it just constantly all day long. It's just like water coming out of it. And they said, "Oh, I went to your tap spring the other day in the next village," and I went, "Yeah." And they said, "Yeah, it is safe to drink from, isn't it?" And I said, "Well, it's spring water."
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming through the ground into somewhere, and then it flows out with the tap.
Yep.
And what do they put on the ground around here? Roundup, and they throw cow shit on the fields and everything, just like all the shit just slurries down and then comes out the tap water. I said, you probably find it's full of bacteria, mate, because it's not the same as a spring from a mountain where they can't spray any crap and it's going through rock. It's filtered through rock. Then that's a bit different. But if it's all the shit on the mountain, like cow shit, sheep shit, human shit, because they spread human shit in the fields as well.
Yeah.
And they spread medical waste. They get licenses to spread medical waste on the fields because it breaks down and then eventually becomes inert. But if that stuff goes down in through the water table and starts coming out of your local spring or pops out into a little stream, your kids playing in it, it's not going to be good, is it?
I actually remember that, Chris, because we've got All in Fools and Horses all on DVD, and I actually remember that, and everybody's glowing from it. Oh, yes, tap water's disgusting.
What's this? My daughter uses a flask with a flavoured pod. You fill it with plain water, and then there's a flavoured pod. You smell before you sip the water, and it tricks your brain into thinking, ...
Yeah, thinking that you're drinking that actual flavour. Yeah, I've seen it advertised a few times. Some people advertise it on their actual, the content. They'll advertise it with these pods, and they've all got like different, pear or apple or straw, or different ones. Yeah, I've heard about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got very hard water here, and there we are. Glastonbury got red and white springs, tastes of iron. Oh, this is it. I mean, I don't know whether these things are actually tested or not.
Probably not. I mean, there was a thing that I was reading ages ago about the bits of sewage and everything that's in the tap water, and I'm like, nope, not even the cats. The cats won't eat. I won't even give it to the cats because the cats were all having diarrhea, and I'm like, that's not right. And I says, well, the only thing they're having that's bad is that's it. They're not allowed to tap water either. They have either we get one of them big bottles of thingy, but then we've got the distilled one. And once Simon gets it going, then it will save us loads of money. It's just getting Simon to bloody decide to tidy up. That's two places I won't tidy up, and that's the kitchen and the front room where he stays, because he's practically in there all the time, and I don't see why I should when I do all upstairs and everything. So I mean, I've got rubbish bagged up, and then I keep going around stuff I'm getting rid of, and it's like, right, it's just every now and again I try and do it when he's at work so I could sneak it out, and it's like, I'm throwing this out. We don't need this. It's just taking up space.
Oh yeah, should really. Oh, where's my phone? I should really say I'm over here, shouldn't I? I'll do a little quick thing.
Yeah.
Right, do that.
Look. Oh,
Over on Jackie Green's Cats and Things. There we are. That'll do.
Yeah. Hello, Mick Spanner. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Hi, Sue.
Over on Jackie.
Hi, AU. Hi, Susan. Good rough alerts. What else have we got? Don't know why these alerts have all turned back on again. So I turned them all off. And they're all back. And this computer keeps bloody restarting itself when I've not even set it up for that. Bloody in the ass. Because I'll leave it on sleep mode when I finish off on here. And then I was stuck here last night sorting out a few things. Then I heard it playing, you know, the tune when it started back up. And I'm like, what? It's restarted? No! Why?
Well, is it Windows 10?
I don't know. Might be Windows 10.
Yeah, that'll just do whatever the hell it wants. It sometimes asks you, do you want to postpone or whatever, but sometimes it just goes, no, I'm doing it now. It's tough. When I'm in the middle of really critical work, and it's like, no, I'm rebooting. So then what you got to do is you got to take a thing called a digital fucking sledgehammer to the operating system and go, you will not reboot.
Yes.
No updates. And you basically hack out the thing that says I can do updates whenever I want. And you go, no,
yes,
my fucking computer, I own it. I fucking paid for it. And I'm fucking saying when it has updates. Now fuck off.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So this has been all right so far because you're the one who recommended this one. So
yeah. But I also, if you were getting problems like that, I'd tell you to run a thing called WUB, which is Windows Update Blocker. And you could just say no. And then when you want to do them, you just go yes. And that's it. You just turn it on every month or so, you know, just don't have it doing it every bloody day because they cock up the drivers. I've had so many machines over the years. It's like somebody goes to bed overnight, they wake up in the morning, the machines won't get on the internet. The graphics have gone wrong. The sound has gone off because they cock up the drivers in the middle of the night.
Yeah. It's all right when some of the things update, but when it's completely everything, then it's like, oh, now I've got to put this back on, got to put that back on. It's like, no, I don't want that. Stupid.
No, it's
so what else
absolutely useless.
We've got somebody coming out tomorrow because we're getting our roof done again, but we're getting what do you call it, a dormer putting on. So the guys come and have a look at it, and we're getting a price and everything. But we're definitely getting it done because we want it all done before Christmas. Because we want to actually start getting something done about the attic. Because the attic's a good space. We just want a higher part of the roof, and then we can start putting more stuff up there. And maybe eventually, maybe we want to put another room up there. I Bucharest. I Dreaded. So yeah, want to try and do a bit more. It's like adding extra space.
Yeah.
And then getting the flags or the flagging done out in the back garden. So, it's little things that are getting done. It's going to take years because obviously it's privately owned, the house. Well, Simon owns it. It's his house. So, it all takes time.
I spelt your thing wrong.
Oh, shit. Have you?
Oh, what's just happened to my screen has gone into a window within a window now. Why does it do that? How do I get rid of that?
See what you've put.
Right.
Oh, let me.
Over on Jackie Green's Cats. How do I edit it?
Oh, don't you do it in studio?
No.
Oh, yeah,
when you upload a video onto the app, it shows it twice. It says, I've uploaded the video, and here's the video, and it's live. And it's like, but that makes it look like there's two videos. And then you refresh it, and it goes, no, there's one video. It's like, why? Fucking Google. I mean, like, that's been there like that for 3-4 years. What? And you can't do a simple little fix like that. You can fuck that. You know how to fuck things up and take features away.
Yes.
But fixing the ones that are still there. No. Apparently not. Not possible.
No, I know. Because even Simon's like, when he sees the advert, because I've got a Google Pixel 8 Pro.
Yeah.
As soon as it comes on, it's like, I'm not fucking getting Google. That shit. I hate Google. And I'm like, no, you shut up and stop whinging.
Well, I'll tell you a company that's really a hell of a lot worse in the phone arena. The software is brilliant. Microsoft Windows, much better than Apple. But Microsoft Phone, don't go near them because they support them for about 6 months and then they go, nah, chuck it in the bin.
Oh, yeah, I got that one of them in the early days, and it went to shit. That was years ago. When did I get it? It's got to be 10, 15 years ago, something like that. It was quite a while ago. And I remember getting it, and it was great. And then it started messing up, and I'm just like, what the hell? You're right.
Yeah, sorry. There was I mean, I think there was some serious bugs in the Microsoft Surface tablet as well, and they were like, Microsoft Surface tablet, it's the best thing in the world. No, it's not. If you want a tablet, I have to say, you get an iPad because they just don't really fuck up. So they're expensive, but they last, and they kind of are supported for a little while. You buy a Microsoft Surface, it has a bug. They know about the bug, but will they let you send it back to have the bug fixed? Will they? Fuck no. And then they go, oh, the Surface 2 is out now, and then the Surface 3 is out now. It's like, yeah, but you haven't fixed a bug in Surface 1, you prick. So how dare you fucking come out with a number 2? Do you think I'm going to trust you to buy a number 2 when you never fixed the problem in number 1? You're already turning me away from wanting to buy any more of your products, aren't you? Because you never fixed number 1. So if there's a bug in 2, you're not going to fix that either, are you? No, yeah. Steer clear of Microsoft mobile phones. Xbox, fine. Why do they fix Xbox? Because it's the number 1 selling device, so they fix it. Yeah, but nobody buys Windows mobile phones. So do they fix them? Nope. They still keep bringing them out, though, don't they?
Nah, I don't want one of them. Never again. Yeah, Simon has the Xbox. What the bloody? He's got one of them, and then he turned around and says, "Oh, I'm going to get a Google. I'm going to get a PS5." And I thought, "Yeah, I'll soon jump you for that."
No, I mean, I'm a realist. I mean, like the iPads, I don't use it myself because I'd rather use a laptop with Windows on it, But if you're determined you want a big thing, what's a bigger screen than an Apple full-size Pro bloody 12 and a half inch? I mean, nobody else makes them as big as that, So if Samsung ain't going to make one that's 15 inches wide to beat Apple, which they won't, so you want something you can use a stylus with, that's pressure sensitive, and you can lean your hand on the screen whilst you're using it, and it doesn't wobble the cursor around. There's nothing better. If you're an artist, you get an iPad. Simple as that. But I don't like using them, to be honest, because everything's arse backwards. It's like, I want to copy something. Where's copy? It's that, is it, to copy? Oh, right. And now I want to paste. It pastes into this bit of software, but I can't copy and paste it into that bit of software because that's not compatible with the paste command. Because Apple don't really think that copying and pasting is something you want to do, even though Apple kind of invented it before anyone else, really. But hey, why would they want to make it fluid and nice and easy on an iPad? I mean, they didn't have Bluetooth on their phones for fucking 10 years. Yeah.
Shit. Right. Other people come in. Island Roma, Dreaded Explorer. Who else have we got that's new that's come in? Daniel, look. Gothic Explorer. Gothic Explorer, yeah. So I've not missed anybody. Hopefully not. Go on.
And here we are. WhatsApp. There is absolutely no way at all to stop WhatsApp ringing your phone when you put your phone on silent, you put it on do not disturb, and the fucker still rings. It ignores all the fucking instructions. It just goes, I'm going to ring. I'm going to ring. So what do I have to do when I don't want fucking WhatsApp to ring? I have to come off mobile data and come off Wi-Fi. Now it won't fucking ring. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
Oh God.
If people, you know, in the middle of this, you know, somebody just rang me then, yeah. I know who it is. I'll send them a message now. But I can't stop them fucking ringing me during the show. Can't stop them.
Weird.
Just won't let me.
That's weird.
No,
put
I don't know
mine's
what.
on silent, but you can't hear it ringing. Oh, vibrate, because I've got it on my phone on vibrate, but you won't hear it ring because I've taken it off. I hide and seek because just all these bloody tunes and everything just pissed me off. Because at one point it was like, yeah, it was a novelty. Now it's like, nah, forget it. Don't want to hear it now. So if anybody really needs me, I just wait for the phone to vibrate. And if I've missed you, it's tough. I'm not taking that phone with me if I go to the toilet. I take my gaming phone. I've got small games to take, and I'll be sat on the toilet playing with them. So it's like tough shit if anybody needs to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
But yeah, but my main phone. And Simon's like, well, why don't you take that to the toilet? I was like, I'm not bloody taking a phone call while I'm having a crap. You can imagine that, you know. Oh, hang on a minute, plop. No. If it's that important, I'll ring them back. Not like the days where you had to wait with and leave an answering machine on. God. Because that used to wind me up. Oh, you got to wait in for a phone call. And there's me. Nope. I'm buying an answering machine. So that's what I did. Bought an answering machine.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
I just set all my phones up, so if there's caller ID withheld, just go straight to answer phone. If you're not going to give me your ID, then leave me a fucking message. Fuck off.
Yeah,
if I can't see who you are, why the fuck do I want to pick up to go? What? No, bollocks, go away. You know, so I just don't bother anymore. I was just like, nope. No caller ID, no fucky.
See, that's what I like about this phone now. If it comes up and it's spam, you can just say to the phone, decline, and it will just stop. Or you can just turn the phone over and it will just put the phone down on them.
Yeah.
So it's like, yep. Or you just say to it, answer if it's somebody important, then it'll answer for you. So it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
So it's little things I do like about, you know, and it's how loud, if you go on hands-free, how loud it is and everything. And it's a lot easier. Hi, John. Oh, dear. I was just seeing, was it Daniel's reference to The Simpsons? Seymour something he put on.
Seymour Butts.
Yeah. Not that. I've seen loads of The Simpsons. I've watched loads, and Simon's watched a lot of it because he even puts quotes up on it, and I'm like, you're banned.
Yeah, Reverend P.I. Staker.
What else? We watch. Oh no, we've got it on DVD. I don't know what season. I think it's up to season 20 now of what do you call it? South Park, something like that. And then you can catch the rest. We're watching the rest. Been watching someone. Sit and watch and laugh at them as well, because obviously there's no hold bars on that. They say everything on that, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Who else do we get? Hello, Paradox Fossils.
Mam says she's afraid to give her true derogatory feelings for Starmer because she'll be arrested. Well, Tuesday TV, which I watch, you know, he said apparently now this local council has said that if you swear in the street, it's £100 fine. So what? I'm going to say now, right? I'm going to say, fuck you in the street. And I'm filming myself walking up and down the street going, fuck you. You never tell me what to say. Fuck you. And if they want to come after me, they can, because I've got a big fucking channel with 250,000 subscribers on it. So you want to take me to court, do you? Oh, yeah. We'll go for it. Fuck you. Fuck you, council. Fuck you.
That's a load of shit, like. It's just everything you're getting bloody stopped from doing anything.
No,
Oh,
Starmer wants to turn Britain into China and wants social credit. So if you fart the wrong way, cross a road the wrong way, don't press the little button and wait for the green man. Yeah, if you cross the road, you'll be instantly picked up on facial recognition cameras, and it will work out who you are, and it will automatically send you a fine in the post. Yeah,
no,
that's what he wants. Is it this country to turn into China? And you know what? I think Starmer's got about 6 months before he's going to have to resign. That's my
yeah,
personal thoughts on it. He is going to be personally escorted out of the building.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Simon's already said that. He says I knew they were going to fuck up, but I didn't realize they were going to fuck up this quick. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I hear all about it. I didn't need to turn any of it on. He watches all of it.
Yeah.
So that's how I know. So all this, even when he watches all the live ones and everything, he watches them all. I mean, there's somebody that I used to date, and he's doing all the stuff around Oldham and all about it. Somebody
Yeah.
that I've known since I was about bloody 14 now, and he's just a bit older, few years. He's got to be in his mid-50s now, going up a little bit higher now. Somebody I've known quite a long time, and he's doing a lot more now as well. So it's surprising, because from the people I knew then and how he is now, it's like a completely different person. He is pretty cool.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah. Daniel says, I'd rather have Tommy Robinson as Prime Minister, but that would never happen. Well, you never know.
Exactly. The way things are going.
Yeah, he needs his knighthood removed. Yes, he does. But the thing is, see, he's the only man in the United Kingdom who has a special law written for him. It's called the Keir Starmer law. And go and look it up. It's true, right? He has his own law written for him. And do you know what it says? Mr. Keir Starmer does not have to pay tax.
What a wanker.
Must be very special to have his own law written for him like that. Wow.
Considering
Wow.
everybody else has to pay it, and what happens? The taxes go up, and you don't pay fuck all. I don't think so.
Mm.
Yeah, expensive. It even sounds like, oh, fucking have to pay all this shit for what? They don't do fuck all. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I just leave him to it when he starts bloody complaining about something. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Saying anything? No, I'm just listening to you. What can I say when you've already said it for me? You know.
Yeah. B says no comment. Yeah.
We went and watched the Deadpool and Wolverine film yesterday.
Oh, is it out now?
Yeah, it's out.
Ooh. Is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine again? Oh,
yeah.
Good. Excellent.
So I enjoyed it. And Sam was like, what was it about?
I know somebody who we know on this channel, not in here at the moment, but he knows Hugh Jackman, and he's
I know.
He's got some photos with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the pictures. So yeah, and I know Alien Romulus comes out next. I think it's next week. So he's like, because he doesn't like some of the. I mean, obviously the first 1, 2, and 3 of Aliens, he likes. Obviously the original, and because obviously it's going back to in between, 1 and 2. When Ripley's floating through space, and obviously something that happens. So that's when that one's coming into it. And obviously it's like, oh, I'm really looking forward to watching this. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'll watch them because I love all them films anyway. So but I'm running out of bloody ideas of stuff to buy him. Because I've bought him bloody film reels and bloody all sorts from bloody, because he likes his Predator films, but not the newer ones because they have turned shit. Alien, Aliens. What's the other ones that he likes? It's a few of them.
What about this one then, Daniel? Philip Michael Hunt. Phil Mike Hunt.
For God's sake. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a few. Oh yeah, he likes his Lord of the Rings. So I bought him stuff like that. I think I bought him a chess set of Lord of the Rings. You know, all the little statues, and he bought him a small mini set of bloody loads.
Yeah. Maya Buttricks.
Oh God! Shut up, you little shit!
I actually knew somebody who was called Justin Case.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Or you get somebody like Teresa Green.
Yeah. Mike Roch.
Yeah, stinks. Oh, yeah, itches. Mike Roch. My work.
My work colleague went on reception, says Mam Nan, and people were asking him all sorts.
Reception. Define what do you mean on reception, Mam Nan? Haven't I sent you the link, John? I'm sure I've sent him the link. Let me check.
Yeah. And you get that the Chinese restaurant called King Wan. So it's King Wan, King Wan, King Wan, King Wan, King. Yeah.
Have a little look. Yeah, I have sent him it. So he's fired. Oh dear. So, well, I know, was it Dinkum's a way out, isn't he? So I'm like, sod.
Yeah, Dinkum is out in the middle of the outback, right in the centre, driving right up the centre of Australia. And he said it's so hot there, there's no kangaroos because the kangaroos can't actually live in that sort of arid, they live around the edges and things like that. But they don't live in the centre. He said, but guess what does? Goats. And there's an infestation of goats across Australia, and there's so many of them. He said that you're driving along the road, and in like a couple of minutes, you'll see 20 dead. You know, because cars just run them over and don't stop. He said so. He's just like dead goat, 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 dead goat. And he said you see that for like he said yesterday for like 100 kilometers. It's just dead goats all the way.
Oh, that smell must be horrendous. Bad enough when I've had a mouse that one of the snakes decided not to eat, and it's just after a day you could smell it, and that smell is really putrid. It's horrible.
We have a visitor. A visitor here.
All right.
Oh,
she is.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I was going to knock that can over.
Oh, hi, Famous Potatoes, by the way, and hi, NH. Hi, Jono. Ooh, hello, Angel. She probably can't hear me because you got the headphones on, but
yeah, she's been coming up. She's been coming up today, which is like unusual for her. So there's either something wrong, or she's actually coming back to herself a bit more after like all the ops and everything, and she's like being all sort of like, "Oh, I'll come up and say hello to you now." It's like okay, because she's really solitary. She just stays downstairs. She only comes up with some food, but she has been shaking her head. So I think she's got some wax build-up. So I'm going to have to take her to the vets and get some drops or something.
Yeah.
She's like, you got
ear mites, can't they? Pretty easy. So that's why I sit there and mess with the cats all the time. I'm either cutting their nails or checking their ears and everything. So, ooh, treats.
Yeah. That's what you came up for, to see whether there was any treats on my desk, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing there now, is there? Oh, choke. Nom noms.
No.
Yeah. You've been a good girl, haven't you? You've been a good girl. We got to go vets. We go to vets to get ear drops because you're messing around, aren't you?
Oh, dear. So fun and games.
Yeah.
Hello, David.
Oh, God. I got nothing now. I got nothing.
Oh, God. Oh, Simon's having a whale of a time now because he got this thing, I think it was last year or something like that, and it was from Halloween. It's actually on my shorts. And one of the cats is wearing a pumpkin thing. It's meant to be for a small dog. He's actually put it on one of the cats. He don't care. He just walks off with it on. So he's not, because Simon's realised that 2 of my cats doesn't mind wearing stuff. He's like, that's it. I can see things getting bought for the cats. I'm like, oh God, no, not the cats.
Yeah, boogie eyes. You got boogie eyes, have you?
Oh, I'm always cleaning the cat's eyes. It just gets all full of crap, doesn't it? That
Boogie
horrible
eyes.
black stuff.
She's just like, she's just like, I want food, I want food, I want food. Give me food, give me food, give me food. That's all she ever thinks about. Yeah, food, food, food. Is it food? Is there food? You want food? You've had food today, you bugger.
Can't you? Yeah, I don't know whether you can use olive oil with dogs. I'm not too sure. Cats are a bit more fickle. You know, there's certain things cats can't have, but dogs can have some human things. Some, but cats, no, they can't.
We got. Oh yeah.
Oh, nom noms. It's something you'd have to look up whether they can have that. But it's more to push stuff out.
Whoa! Bloody goes to your face. Can't bloody can't
Hey,
trust her.
it's gone off again, so I'm gonna have a good look at it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I fed her a couple of days ago, so she's not due any yet for another couple of days, and then I'll feed her again. Okay, have fun. Just keep the door shut, please. Oh dear. Well, my mate said she was going to phone and ask him to put an announcement out for a new rude name. I knew he was nervous, so you didn't take everything in. I went in the canteen and warned him by phone. Ah, right, okay. Oh yeah, you get some bloody dog. I've even heard of dogs going rolling in fox shit. So it's like, ew. But it's probably just whatever scent they can have, so they go and roll in it. So the joys.
Stinkhead. What? Stinkhead. Yeah.
No. Has it actually cooled down for you up there, or is it still bloody just as hot?
Well, it was overcast today, so it wasn't too bad. It was really windy as well. Like, I mean, all the trees were just getting blown all over the place. Flew the drone, and the drone was like fighting the wind as well. But no, it's been all right actually. But I got the air conditioning on, so it's quite nippy in here at the moment.
Well, better for the dog.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I fancy going and getting a pint, but I know if I drink a pint now, I'm just going to go like this.
Yeah, you're going to be straight asleep. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Oh, look, she's clawing the chair now. She's like, "Oh, you, human.
Dad, give me some attention now."
What?
That's what it is. That's what they do.
You're fully back to yourself now, aren't you? Your usual cheeky self.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
No more personal mistakes. Some people are bloody really gullible, Mam Nan. Oh
dear. What do you want then? What have we got for you? Have we got anything? She's like, oh yeah, go on then. Go on then. Up here then. Up here then. Wait. Oh, Papa. Oh, no, Papa.
I don't wonder how long it'll take for her bits of fur to grow back.
Yeah.
Ages.
See, she's actually like, I don't think entirely, but like a lot of her, if you were to shave her completely off, she's actually black. The skin's black.
Same as polar bears, isn't it? Polar bears are meant to be like skin's all black.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you look at them, you can see their fur's all looks white. Yeah, it's cooled down. But
you were just bullying me. It'll give you something. Yeah.
The old fun.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I've got probably go down to the pet shop, grab some more.
Got nothing now. Nothing. She doesn't like it when I do this. It's like,
oh yeah, when there's I do that.
Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm not interested in nothing. I didn't come all the way up the stairs to hear nothing. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Malamutes don't seem to understand the concept of no.
Nope. Well, you're on about cats don't either.
Hello, bloody hell.
Hello, John.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right, you?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
You all right, Jackie?
Hello. How are you been then?
Yeah, all right. Just hot, bothered. Other than that, I'm all right.
Oh dear.
But Matt, you were saying about your about Angel's ears. Do you ever clean them?
I do actually, with a piece of tissue paper, wrap it around my finger, put it in there, and go
Yeah.
around.
You can do it with get some wipes, like not fragrance, non-fragrance, and do the same thing. It works better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can buy these lint ones as well, which you can put in and do like again on the finger and just whirl it round. And they quite Lenny's all right. Lenny don't mind it,
Mm.
and it gets it gets loads of shit out as well, and it stops them because like when they got irritated with their ears, they sort of go like that all the time on the floor, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, she's not doing that, but she's definitely sort of shaking her head. And whenever a dog has started doing that in the past, I mean, like a lot worse than this, and they're literally going like that all the time, usually means like they got ear mites or something has gone in and they need something. But the thing is, you can tell sometimes, because if you stick your finger in there and then you smell, you know, like you obviously with tissue paper, you smell it. If it smells funky, you know they've got an infection in the ear. But
Basically,
yeah, she's earwax just smells normal, so I think he's probably all right. But yeah, just need a bit of a rinse, isn't it?
Yeah, I do that with the cats as well, a bit of tissue or something like that.
Mm.
But that's it. I've been doing it from like day one, though. I've been doing it from day one, so they're used to me. I have the odd ones that fight me, like Yoshi, the youngest one. He's a little shit. He's just complete all claws and everything. Which I just call him the bloody psychopath for claws. He does not, and mostly male cats are very, very affectionate. But I don't know. And I've had him since he was tiny, but I didn't have him from birth. So, but the other ones, especially the ones that I've had from birth, they used to me grabbing hold of them and cutting nails and cleaning this and cleaning that. They just lie there and let me do it.
Wait, leave my phone alone.
She's making a phone call.
She's like, I'm going to. This is when she starts getting stroppy and she starts like picking things up and throwing them around the room. She's like, you're not making enough attention. I'm not giving enough attention, so now I'm going to start getting stroppy. Look. She's going down now. She's going to pick something up and she's going to yank it.
That's why I call my cats, especially cats. I call them two-year-olds in fur coats because they have tantrums.
What are you doing?
They don't get thrown away.
Out to there. Out. Back. Thank you. She always wants to go underneath my desk, and it's like she thinks there's going to be something down there. There's never anything down there, but she's like, she's going to check in your desk. It's like, yeah, well, I just had to check, just make sure there's nothing there. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, they like what I say with cats. 2-year-olds, they have to be in everything. Touch. This is mine. All the time. Like I go to the bathroom and I always have at least 2 cats escorting me to the toilet and out of the toilet. Even during the night, I'll get up and the 2 cats, or especially one of them, would come and join me in the bathroom. They'll sit there and wait, and then I'll leave the bathroom and they'll come with me. You get no privacy in the toilet. You think you have it bad with kids, then the animals still do it as well. It's like, no, can't win.
Well, she stopped doing her horrible tricks she used to do, because what she'd do is if I'm having a pee, you know, I don't go in the bathroom and close the door. I mean, it's just like it's
only you, isn't it?
To me. So I stand in having a pee, and then all of a sudden, like this head comes up beside me, and I go, I'm like, what? What do you want? And then the tongue comes out. So I'm like peeing there, and this head is like, yeah, and then the tongue comes out like, and I'm like, and I'm holding the head now, like, get back. She wants to lick the pee stream.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Great. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, they fucking love it, don't they? You're like, get out of the way.
Yeah, get up back.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But
Love
it is
of animals.
water. It is water. It's like, no, it's not. It's not water.
You don't want that.
It's
Because it's street.
lemonade.
Oh dear.
But she stopped doing it now. I don't know. She hasn't done it for, I don't think maybe more than a year now. She stopped doing that. I don't know why. I didn't like bollock or anything. I just get out, you know. But she's grown out of it now for some reason. Yeah.
Oh bloody hell. Oh, look at her.
Taking you 12 years to get to grow out of 11 years to grow out of that bad habit.
Is she molting a lot at the moment in this weather, Matt?
She has been a little bit, but I can brush her back end and underneath her, but I put flea treatment on the back of her neck. So I'm just leaving that for a day or so, and then I'll do it. But I'll have to do it with gloves on because you're not supposed to get it on you. On you, really. It's not good for humans, apparently. No food.
It's my cats. What do you call it?
No food.
Coconut. My cats have they have the coconut and they eat it. They don't get fleas. Not some fleas in ages, so I don't even bother with it anymore.
Now you'll notice as well, right? That she's, unlike most dogs, she's staring me straight in the eyes.
Yeah.
Now, most dogs, if you look like that, they'll kind of look away. Yeah. She won't. She's just like,
Hypno dog. I will make you give me food. Give me food. You're looking into my eyes. Food. That's all they're thinking about.
Are you trying to own me and make me give you something? Yeah?
Nah, there you go. Something for you, John.
Front of a bar. Is this indoor or outdoor? God, they're late to the party, aren't they? Jesus, how long's John been? Like, how many years have you been in this bar?
Yeah, innit? They are.
That dog is adorable in the way she looks at you. She is nice, but she's very aloof. You know, it's like, you know, most of my dogs, they've always wanted to sort of be in the same room as you. So I set a chair up and the dog would just jump on the chair, curl up in the chair or lie on the floor. This one is like, got anything? No, buy it, goes downstairs. It's very rare to get her to come up and do this because she's just like, no food and no coming up. So it's quite rare. She comes up maybe once a day, but if she thinks she thinks, did he just call me and say food? And then she come up, and then she finds out I didn't call her. To take her out for a piss, I got to give her a TREAT, right? And then because she won't get up, she'd just be like, I could be going, come on, Anne, coming out, like that. She's like, no. And it's like, got one of these? Yeah. All right then, going out the back then. And I'm like, look, nothing, got nothing in my hands. Go on, go and do your pee. And then she stand there. Then she's had her pee. She'll just stand there going like. It's like, right, do you want a TREAT? And she's like, all right, I'll come back in now then. That's every time. It's like, got to give her one on the way out, one on the way back in. Otherwise, she'll just like, no, she'll stand there. She'll literally stand there and say, I'm going in now. Come on then. No, yeah. And she'll just stand there. She was just standing there. No.
You're right, Sue. Sneezing and writing doesn't work together at all.
So, what you been up to today, then, John?
Nothing much, just working. Literally
Same old.
working. Same old, you know.
Oh no! You know what starts in 5 minutes, and I'm going to miss now the start of it. But it is on for 2 hours normally. The China show. That's why I keep on missing the China show. Because I'm always on with you on a Thursday.
No, you weren't the last time. I don't know where you were.
No, but
She's watching the China show.
Yeah, most of them, but I don't go every Thursday though. Mine's usually alternative. But the last time I was live, you didn't for some reason. I can't remember what it was. But yeah.
well, the second half of the China show is the best bit, because what they normally do is the first half is sort of semi-scripted, and they go through all the clips and all the stuff, and then the second half they open it up for super chats, and you can get them rolling around laughing, getting them to say things. Yeah. I got them laughing. I said, they were saying, oh, weird place names. And I said, we've got this place down by us. It's near Stonehenge. It's called Cum Lake, C-U-M, Cum Lake. So you can go and swim in the Cum Lake. You can go and swim in the Cum Lake. And they were fucking pissing themselves laughing.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Somebody called Andy Simpkins says
China shows
on
a Friday. Is it? Well, I put it in my phone saying it's tonight. So because I was trying to work out when it is, because I keep on missing it. Is it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right. Well, maybe I'll be all right then. I can watch it tomorrow. I'll reset it, but.
Oh well, fair enough. Yeah. China's getting crazy. China's already bloody crazy. What are you on about?
The world's gone crazy.
All the buildings just collapsing in China, and all the roads are just like caving in because they're all built on like sand and crap. So it hasn't been properly. So they build a whole motorway on like sand, and then you get like floods in China. So you get a flood, and the flood will go underground. Then it starts scooping out all the underground, and people will be driving a car along the motorway, and suddenly like a massive gaping hole, like a football pitch, just goes blomp, and it just collapses down into the ground. And that's happening hundreds of times a day all over China. China's just like, it's not even safe to walk down the street in China.
David, he is not sat in front of a green screen. That is actually in his man cave.
All the stickers, look.
Am I sat in front of a green screen? Right, I'll prove I'm not.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. Behind the fucking bar.
Yeah, but do you know you can get clever green screens with what's known as a Z buffer? Yeah, and you can actually
everything's green in here.
Yeah, you can get one color for the front, it's green. Well, it's like you could do blue and you could do green, and then you can actually walk behind your virtual bar in the green screen. So
right. Yeah. Hi, Gaza. Yeah, well, you're all right being all the way up in Cornwall, then, Colonel. Lucky sod. Nice place up there.
What are you looking
The
for?
infrastructure reflects most of the goods from China.
Oi! No!
Dogs causing
No!
chaos.
Get
again.
out! Get out! 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 Out!
Tina, right?
Look what she just did. Took the lid off the bin, and she's not supposed to eat my snot rags because I got steroids on them.
Oh God!
Now that was defiance, because, like I said, she gets stroppy. She comes in, if she don't get what she wants, she'll pick something up and throw it around the room. That was like, right, I know where your snot rags are, so I'm going to knock the lid off and I'm going to pull out a snot rag. But the vet said, what's showing up in her bloods? Does she have access to like anything bad around the house? And I said, well, yeah, she eats my snot rags, and then I got all my steroids and my bloody medications are all on the things. He said, oh, that would explain it. And he said, well, try and keep her away from it. And it's like, try and keep that dog away from anything. Do you know what she did the other day? She's like a cat. She jumped up on where the sink is and the work surface and started walking around the top of the work surface all the way over to the cooker, right? And had her nose in the bag of food, which has got a box on it with a weight on it. She's pulling all that off, and she's had her head in the bag of food.
Jesus.
Yeah, caught her. And do you know I caught her? Because I got a security camera in there so I can watch what she's doing when I'm away. you know. And so if I pop out to the house, I just keep an eye on her, and if she's acting up, I just speak to her on the thing. And anyway, the camera said something's happening in the room, because the camera had actually been knocked off. Boof. Because she'd got up so high, she knocked the camera off from up there. Right? So she knocked the bloody camera off. So I saw from the ground the dog walking on the cooker. I was like, shit. And this was I was upstairs at the time, and I just went, oh, camera's gone off. What the hell? So I was like, play. What? The camera's on the floor. The dog's on the cooker. God.
They're meant to slow down when they get older, not bloody go the other way around. I think you need to have words.
Mentalist she is.
She is. She's definitely on to her own, isn't she? That one. You always get that one, don't you? One that just, beyond the others.
Yeah.
Oh. I have to make sure my tissues go down the toilet, because I've got a cat. He sits there and rips all my tissues up. So I'm just like, nope, down the toilet. You have to, otherwise he just sits there and just disintegrates it. And I've got another cat. He comes up any cardboard boxes, he chews them. And you see him, and all you see is all these teeth marks, and you actually get bits of the cardboard. He'll swallow some, which I'm not happy about. And other bits, you just rip it all off and just throw it.
I don't mind her having toilet roll. She pulls it off the toilet, and she just pulls the toilet roll and then eats all the toilet roll, and sometimes she gnaws on it, like she actually gnaws on the whole of it and goes ang, ang, ang. So there's like a big chunk taken out of the whole toilet roll, and I don't mind her doing that, because there's nothing dodgy on it. Like, it's just, just a bit of paper, and it's not going to hurt her. But somebody said to me the other day, they said, right, you're going to have to go and you can buy them big metal bins with a lockable top lid. And now that's, I think I'm going to have to do that, because she's just decided now she's going to go in that bin. So that I've got a child gate now. So when I leave, I can close the child gate so she can't come up and try and get in the room. Yeah,
that's why we've got things like the doors. We've got them bloody barrow locks, because of a couple of cats open the doors, and especially the tallest cat. We actually, in the other house, I actually put the the handles upside down. He worked it out. Sod. So to stop him getting through, I've got that door now that's partitioned. So
literally, the cat would hang on to the door handle until it yanked down.
He doesn't need to. He's tall enough. He doesn't need to hang on to it. He actually he does it from the floor. He would stand up on his back legs, because Shero's quite tall. He's a really tall cat. He is pretty tall. He's actually one of the tallest cats that I've got. So he's just all legs. That one. Pretty intelligent. We've actually watched him a few times. He'll even try open windows. He stood up with the boards, and he knows what he's doing. Or he'll come along to the cupboards, and you'll see him. He'll be pulling things with his paws or with his mouth, opening He's a little sod. In fact, I've got a video of him pulling one of my cupboards open.
Yeah, Angel is like her Roxy, Mam Nan says. Roxy. Roxy's, I think, bigger than Angel. It's like Alsatian type dog, maybe an Alsatian cross or something, but massive, because Angel's actually a runt of a litter. She's not a very big Malamute at all, but people go like, oh, your dog's really big. And I said, do you want to see what they're really like? They're a lot bigger than her. So I'm glad she's a runt, because she's more manageable, like at that size. So. Yeah,
because I'm friends with somebody and they had 3 of them, but now down to, I think they said one of them had passed, so they're down to 2 now. So it's like, really? But they seem to be all right to control them and everything. So my cat's knock on the front. Yeah, you do get. I know Natsu. She used to do it, but she stopped doing it now. But I have actually seen videos of cats knocking the door. They watch you, and you don't even think they're watching you, but they sit there and they're studying you. Well, obviously the dog will do it as well. They'll sit there and study you and be like, so that's how it's done. At one point, I used to put the treats in an actual tin. And then one of the cats, he would push it, he'd manage to get it off, clawed it off. And I'm like, right, sellotape it, shoot through it. So now it's in one of them old medical boxes, but it's the big thick ones. It's a big green one with the actual clips on the top. They can't get through that. And that's where they're getting locked up now.
Yeah.
Little sods. They work it all out. When you think they're not watching, they are. Like I said, they're like kids. They don't miss a thing. And obviously they're permanently at that stage, aren't they? They're just constantly into stuff. And they've got loads of toys, but no, reckon your stuff's more, more interesting. Oh dear. Labakita.
Oh, that's right.
Labakita. So is that a Labrador and one of them Akitas?
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
It does. Because they're pretty big bulky dogs, is Akitas.
Mm.
So.
I nearly had an Akita, but you know what? I went up to see the people about it, and they said, so you know about Akitas? I said, well, I know they're very loyal, and they sort of like latch on to one master and don't want to know anyone else. They're not interested in anyone else. Ignore everyone. Just the master. That's it. And they said, yeah. They said, they're fucking bastards. And they told me all the stories about what they get up to, because they had a whole pack of them, And they said, oh, yeah, they do this, they do this, they do this, they do this. And they said, so you're still interested in one then? And I went, can I have a think about it? I went home and I went, I don't think I really want that dog anymore. No, not really. No.
Hi, Barry.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wait.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hi, mate.
Hey, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
You look
So I heard that you're meant to be suffering with your allergies or something.
Yeah. Right around this time, around August, they really get a hold of me, and yeah. I feel like sleeping all day, but go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I had something up my nose. Like, hey, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's somewhere in the middle of there we are on a 9-day Outback rally. We'll be home Tuesday night. I've been having some of the stories. I could probably, as long as it doesn't involve showing you anybody's vehicles or anything, I could probably show you some clips he sent. But
I still need more pictures, Dinkum. Keep the pictures.
Can I show them the dead goats?
Who are you asking me or Dinkum?
Dinkum. Because it's just like there's just dead goats everywhere, and like he said that they're just continually on the side of the road all the way when you're driving. So yeah.
Yeah, Dinkum, he wants to show the dead goats if you think it's okay, dude. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I couldn't show. No, I can't show you them because you put something on them. You put a logo on them. Oh, no. Oh, no, this one doesn't have a logo on it. Hang on.
All right. Yeah, he just says, no, don't do it because of branding.
Yeah. Yeah, but there is one that doesn't have any branding.
Yeah. Poor goats.
I'll probably still fuck it up, though. It's probably not worth the risk. I always fuck everything up when I'm trying to show stuff. Right.
So,
Just imagine goat, dead.
Yeah. Poor goats. Considering they bloody eat everything moving or not moving.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
There's a dead male goat, and he says, "Look at the size of this Billy Goat's balls."
Oh God. I'll have to see if I've got any pictures myself.
I could show that, can't I? That should be safe to show, surely.
He's not sent me any pictures. How dare you not send me any?
It's like
It's raining goats.
It's like look at its balls, folks. Look at them.
Gee, oh, no wonder they produce babies left, right, and centre, even though they have maybe one or two.
That's nothing compared to the size of a sheep's balls. Have you seen a ram's balls? They're fucking huge.
I don't know. I don't look. Usually trying to avoid the head because even though they're not ramming you, them bloody heads, when they smack you, it's just like bone. You're like, wow, that's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Oh.
to mate to get relief. The balls are swollen.
Yeah. I was starting to tell you, Storms. So anyway, I had this like scab up my nose because I've been blowing my nose with a hay fever, blowing, and then a scab formed at the back of my nose. So I'm like, oh God, when's that going to come out? And every once in a while, I'd be blowing my nose, and scabs that were not here in my nose here, scabs that were up here, were flying out. I was going, where the fuck did that come from? Where the fuck? Bloody hell. Whoa, whoa. And this one wouldn't come out. Anyway, the other day, put my medication up there, sat like this, trying to get the medication to go around like that. And then I blew, and the biggest fucking thing I've ever seen come out of my nose, it was like 2 segments of my little finger, like that, right? It was like that
Jesus.
much. Yeah, like that. Came out of my nose, just black thing like that. And I went, fucking hell. I nearly kept it because I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, that's right.
I've had it pretty
dear.
bad, but I don't think on that level, you know.
Oh dear. No,
So
I
I
take,
waited. I'm sorry.
I take
I mean,
fexofenadine for it, for my allergies. It's pretty good stuff.
I don't know what that is. I take
It's an antihistamine.
antihistamines, I think.
It's an antihistamine. It's pretty strong. So, yeah, definitely need more pictures, Dinkum, if you're still listening. Definitely.
Mam Nan says too much information, Matthew. Well, when I was young, I broke my nose, but it healed back okay. But then I always had nosebleeds, and it's just like every day I just be walking along or sitting watching television like that, and all of a sudden it just like, and it just starts streaming like that. And the only way I could get it to stop would be to jam paper up each nostril, and then just sit there and let it congeal. And then it would congeal, and then it would stop, and I would have to like pull it out a bit, and then see if it had stopped, and it would be like no. So push it back up, wait another half hour like that, pull it out. Yeah, it seems to have stopped, and then as you pull it, it's just like this really long, globby sort of like thing comes out your nose. You be really careful, and then pull it out, and then you're all right. It wouldn't do it. So I used to walk around school like a lot with just fucking paper stuffed up my nose and hanging out of my nose. And I had a bit of a habit then. I would pull it out with this like horrible glob of blood on it, and I go chasing people around the yard going, come here, fuckers.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was got to be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, there we are. Mam Nan says his husband had the same problem. He had to stop playing rugby. It was a rugby ball hit me square in the nose because it wasn't kicked at me. Somebody went, oi, and actually threw it, like launched it into my face like that. That's what broke my nose.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's not good when you break the nose. It fucking hurts. Proper hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have like bad sinus. It was always blocked and horrible. And then I broke my nose and I never had it since. I get a blocked nose, but then it clears.
Bloody hell. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
about it.
I was banger roasting.
Clear it.
I used to do banger roasting.
You
I
broke it
I was under
until
this
you
I
fixed
broke
it.
Well, yeah, I saw. Well, very like I don't know if you can see that it's all flat up here.
You buggered it
Oh,
until fixed. Buggered
did.
until fixed.
No, what it was, I was under a car. I did banger race. I was under a car fixing. I putting a bolt in, and then rather than when you do the spanner, and you do it away from yourself.
Yeah.
No, I was doing it the other way because I needed to get it done, and the spanner flew off, and it hit me straight bang in the front of the nose.
Ouch.
And yeah, ouch is not the word for it. I'm like this, thinking, shit, that really did. I was married at the time. I went back in the house, And I said to my then stepdaughter, I went, I think I broke my nose. She said, why do you think that? And I went, look, fucking blood everywhere. There's a big cut across my nose. So I went to the doctors like I heard about the next day or so about something else. But I said, while you're here, can you just check to see whether I broke my nose or not? Because I had all bruised around here. Like, and he went, I don't need to tell you that really. Because when I did it, my whole nose was like that.
Oh shit!
So I literally went. So what I did, I went and put it back, and you're not meant to do that. And I'll tell you what, if you ever have to, please don't go to the hospital because it's the most horrible pain in the world, and the noise is just, well, it's not nice. Let's just say that. But because I did that, I can breathe properly. I don't get any bad sinus now. So there we are. Home DIY operation works well, but I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying I did it. But it fucking hurt.
I bet.
Yeah, I put some peas on it. I was like that. Put some peas for ages. I had a towel going. Oh, I'll be right.
Oh god.
I did. You know what? I got more bruising when I did that than when I actually was boxing. When I did boxing, and I got spanked in the face a number of times, obviously. And I think the worst I got was a little like bruise down here for boxing.
Yeah.
But when I did it in my nose, it was like round here, down there, up here. Oh. So yeah, it's not nice, is it, Matt?
Yes.
No, I've done it a couple of times, and I'm like, oh god, like you open your car door, right? And if the cars are quite tall, right, well the door comes level with your face, yeah, and like when it goes up round the window, it goes a sharp right 90 at the top of the door, and I've literally opened the door like wham, like and just gone smack straight into like just by my eye, like with a sharp bit, like, and I've gone bang, and I'm like, whoa, that's a bit fresh. Fuck's sake!
Ooh, bloody hell!
I could have taken my eye out really, but yeah. So I try to step away from the door and pull it like that now instead of standing like bang, and pull it into my face.
Oh, you're right in bed.
I've never used a spanner that way again. I always make sure it's the other way. I don't care how it works because it was stupid in the first place. But it's like I'm sort of going, yeah, it'll be all right. Yeah, I've done this before. Then crack.
Oh, the other good one is holding a nail and thinking I'll go tap, 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 tap. And then you think it's in now, it's in. And then you go, oh, right, I can go a bit harder, And you go bang and just like whack your thumb or your bloody finger.
Like, right.
About 2 years ago now, I wasn't using a nail, but I was screwing a board in. And you have something called a cusp, which is on it's like a round circle goes on the screw. And I was holding it like that. Well, like that, how it is. The screw was here. Got the drill bit, and I just went a little bit too zealous on the screw, and I screwed my finger. And it obviously cut in. So I'm on the board going, fucking had to get the drill and go, screw it back out. And you probably can't, you can't see it on here. When I'll see you in October, Matt, I'll try and remember. I will show you the scar because literally on both my fingers, I have a scar, circular scar. I put both my fingers together.
So it didn't just do one then. It went through both, did it? Two.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Where are we? No, you probably can't see it.
Two fingers, Jesus.
So yeah. So what happened? Well, the screw went in between, but the cusp went on both fingers, and because it's metal, it cut into both fingers. So I've got like a. Oh, it fucking hurt.
We'll have to call you Jesus Bengal superstar now, because he literally pinned himself to the cross.
Yeah, we self-off it afterwards. Fucking, I'll tell you what though, that bled like a bitch, and then obviously it healed. But now I can put both fingers together, and there's like a perfect circle.
Oh no!
Very weird. And I lost a bit of feeling in my finger as well because I reckon I hit something, but it fucking came. The person next to me, I looked at her, and they just went, Bah, just like, laughing. Like, thanks a lot. Thanks. Oh,
Oh,
can you get the first aid kit? They're like, yeah, if you want.
I
But
would've
they're
been
just
like,
laughing. 'Cause
you really need
I'm
them
pinned
because
to this board. I'm pinned to the board going, I've got to take this off now. And
Yeah.
like, if you've ever done something where you've got to take it back out again afterwards,
Mm.
yeah, it's not nice.
oh dear.
Thing is, I've got a fairly good tolerance for pain. I didn't as a kid. I think this problem I've had, which has developed, is developed more as an adult than as a kid, because I can take excruciating amount of pain these days. You know, if I don't take my meds, and you know, people, doctors have said to me like, you know, tell us if you need any like med, and I go nah, and they say you should really need it now, nah, and they said, are you sure you can? Yeah, go on, and they're like, you really should be feeling it. I'm like, nah, it's all right. I'm a pain junkie. You know, I actually quite like a little bit of pain. So,
Get your breathing right, you'll be okay.
yeah. Mick Spanner said he had a good one. He stepped out of his lorry and slammed the door to the lorry, but his head was actually in the way, so he actually just went bang with the door on his head
Oh,
in the lorry.
Stars and
Which
shit,
is
that.
which is what you see them do in movies, isn't it? They put your head
Yeah.
in the door and they bang the door on.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. He did
Yes,
that to
you do.
himself.
Now he knows
Yeah.
what
I'll tell you what, all these accidents we have as humans, I'm surprised the human race is still alive, still surviving, you know what I mean?
Yes.
My mom actually said that. She said, you know, some of the shit you pulled as a kid, she said, I don't know how you're still here.
Oh god.
No.
You know,
I don't
back
know
then,
either.
like in the 70s, the cars were made like tanks, right?
Yeah.
I had my hand up against where, you know, that little catch is, where your door latches onto it when you shut it.
Mm.
Oh shit, yeah.
I had my
that.
hand just above that.
Ouch.
And my dad wasn't looking. He shut the door. My hand was pinned into the door. It didn't hurt until he opened the door back up.
Oh.
Mm.
I was seeing like stars, and you know, this is
Oh.
7
Ouch.
years old. I was crying my eyes out. You
I
know?
bet. Wow.
NHT 7040 says, I took an angle grinder to the side of the face trying to cut a piece of steel in a digger bucket. Yeah, I cut my
Ouch.
finger open with an angle grinder. Like I just went straight through it, and it was like, because it was just a rough cut. It wasn't like a clean cut. It was just all like jaggedy bits. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've done my hand with a saw.
Oh.
That one. I was actually teaching someone I knew who was a kid at the time. We were in an allotment, bonfire, etc. There's quite a few of us. And I said to the kid, I said, oh, if you want to cut some wood up, put it on the fire, you do this. So I got the wood, put it down like you normally do. I've gone like this, and it's gone to my. I've actually got the scar.
It's done one of those jumps where it jumps.
Yeah, and it's gone in, and I've gone, fuck, like that. It's gone out like that way. Mate, that was, and it's right on the knuckle.
Oh,
And it's on the side of my hand. So I'm like, oh, shit. And he's looked at me, I've gone, it's okay, yeah, you don't do that. Trying to be like act the adult, even though I fucked it completely up. I scarred him for life.
Oh god.
I've seen one of these burlesque shows in Bristol, and what they have is like kinky dancers dressed in like, you know, like I don't know what they call them. Like, is it do they call it a basque or something, or where you've got like cups and then like a tight bit and all that, and they do like a top hat, corset and top hat and all that, and then they had these other people who came out and they had hooks. And they went like this, and they went through their arm, through their skin, through, like that. So it's coming right through there like that. And then they went through their legs and feet, and then they hung themselves up, and then somebody's pulling ropes, and they're just like being pulled up by all their skin. And it's going right through, and out the other side.
Now, like the circus of the macabre, isn't it, or something? They do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how they do that then, because maybe they like me, they just don't register the pain.
There are certain points on the body where you can put like needles through and bits through. You can punch it and it doesn't bleed.
Ah,
Yeah.
Right.
I can't remember the name for it. I saw it because, like, you know, when you see like you can see obviously magicians, other people, and they put like needles through their hand, and they go, oh,
Yeah.
look at this. There's a certain way of
Yeah.
doing it when it doesn't bleed.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to do that. Sticking a ring finger.
Yeah, I don't know how it's done in that sense. I don't know the ins and outs, but I know there's certain points on the, but you can do it, or you can do it in such a way that it doesn't actually bleed
Wow.
without piercing as well.
Yeah.
As you get what I mean, you know, like because you could say, oh, they've just had it pierced and done whatever.
Okay.
Because I was fascinated by that, so I found it out once. I don't know, a long time ago. Not
Well,
something I do.
B says 7 sneezes in a row is an equivalent to an orgasm, apparently. Now, I think that was in a movie, wasn't it? There was a man with 2 brains or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was
Oh,
Anne Amelma Hay, and yeah, and she said, like, you know, when I sneeze, I like orgasm. Oh no, or when somebody sneezes in the room, I have an orgasm. Right. So Steve Martin went like this. Achoo, 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 achoo.
Oh God. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I didn't know that, Moon. Some are fake skin on their skin. Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's another way. I know that.
Daring.
Two friends were talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant with the picture with his wife. He said, show me the sign, and she starts spinning around. Oh, no.
Yeah. Straight away, Simon knew. All right. The hell was that?
That's
Play
just my
microwave.
air conditioner. Just turn it up a bit because I got the door closed just to keep her out, and she's clawing the door, wanting to come back in now. But now it's a bloody icebox in here, so I've turned it up a bit.
Yeah.
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 See, what I should do is kick her downstairs, put the child gate closed, and then she can't come back up. And so she's banished to downstairs just for a bit until I can maybe chuck this. I'll tell you what I'll do. Look, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to chuck this the contents of my bin in the outside bin, and then there's nothing in the bin for her to steal. Then I'm going to back in. That'll work. All right. I shall be back. See you in a minute.
Yep. So, Mam Nan, my paternal grandmother allegedly had her hand cut off working the Lancashire cotton mills. We found she wanted my dad to return to her after she abandoned him to help her earn money. Yeah, because I live up where the some of the cotton mills were. Where I live, because I'm in an old cotton mill worker's house. That's what this house was.
Nice.
Yep. Venus piercing is often used as an umbrella term. Yeah. What do they got? Yeah.
Prince Albert and a reverse Prince Albert too.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Not something. Yeah. And even when women have it done, it's like, nope. That is just, I completely draw the line on stuff like that. Nope. Won't have it.
I had
I know,
the nipple done once. That's about it.
Yeah, I've known people that have had their nipples done, and then I've heard people that have had them ripped out as well afterwards, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I nearly ripped mine out. That's why I took it out eventually.
yeah. No, I did it to my eyebrow. I did that. I got it caught on a dress that I was trying on, and the strap got caught, and it pulled it, and then the pain was like, oh, yeah, that's coming out.
Yeah, it's not good pain. In the nipple, it's not good pain at all.
Oh no, especially for men, it's got to be more sensitive there. So
I really thought I'd ripped it out. I really did, and I had like my hand. I'm like this for fucking ages, and then I had to look at it. Eventually, I'm like, oh, here we go, and it wasn't. It was still in there, but only just, shall I say?
So basically,
Healed
it was
up all right, and then I
top
got
of
rid
the
of it
skin.
eventually. Yeah, the skin was still. It was still in case as it meant to be, but it's like it took a little while to heal, and it was all right. But oh, that pain.
The thing is, hold on. your body's rejecting them all the time anyway, so it would have come up to the surface in the end, but not as quick.
Well, you say that, but it depends on how deep it's pierced, doesn't it? Because
Yeah.
like, I never had any reject. I mean, I've got both my ears. Well, one of my ears pierced. I do it twice, but I've got in my nipple. Now I can still put like an earring in if I
Yeah, that-
wanted to, but on my nipple, I took it out and then I went back to see if I can get it put back in quite a few years later. And he said, no, it's healed on the inside, so they'd have to redo it.
Yeah, they're different. Your ears are not sensitive. I mean, I took my top one out because I only took it out, was it this year? Because it just suddenly decided to start playing up and swelling up, even though I had it pierced since I was in my early 20s, the top of my ear. And it just started to swell up for no reason. So in the end, I thought, now it's coming out now. So the thing is, it took me over 2 years, something like that, for it to heal because, you know, it's a thicker part of your ear.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had that done again with Dave. I had that done a couple of months ago now. I had that done.
I had my ears done in my 20s and it's still fine.
Oh yeah, I had
'Cause
mine done.
Every now and then I put one in just for a shit hell of it.
Yeah. Oh, I had mine done. Apparently, my mum wanted to see if it hurt, and she sent me in when I was 4 years old. Yeah, evil. Yeah. And I know I had my second one done when I was, pretty young as well. So, but obviously they were done with guns, but now they don't do them. They do them with needles, so it's a bit safer. What risks are associated with piercing? Talk to your piercer about the following possibilities: injuring your partner's genitals while sexually increase the risk of sexual transmitted infections. I don't know, I never had a problem, so I don't bloody know. Bloody hell. It's because your hair's gone dry in here. I've had this done squat.
Still got your water in there, Jackie?
Yes, I've just had some. I'll have some more in a minute.
What are you doing?
I've had me tongue done in my 20s and I had it done again. But I took it out in the end because the piercing went back down the same scar. So I thought, nah, forget it. No point. My nose was easy. But I've had that done. Did I have that done twice? No, I don't. No. I had that done in my 20s as well. So, but I've not got as many anymore. Took a bunch of them out now. Just like the ones I had here, I've taken them out now. So I haven't bothered with them.
To be fair, I only done my piercing on my nipple because people were talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I'd get it done. And they're like, no, you wouldn't. So I went, yes, I fucking would. There we are. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, well, I've heard, like you said, when you caught yours, one of my friends did it as well. I think he said he got trapped his on the cart of the the trolleys. He caught his on that, and I'm just like, oh, ow! I can feel my eyes watering.
I caught mine on a wheelbarrow, believe it or not. I was lifting loads of dirt one hot summer, had my top off, and I lifted it up like that, and it slipped out my hand. So I've gone to do this, and it's gone whoop.
Ouch!
Yeah. So I wasn't very happy with that. As you can imagine.
Yeah, do you remember that movie Dances with Wolves?
Yeah.
See, it's got wolves in it, folks. So of course I'm going to remember this movie.
Yeah.
Anything with wolves in it, like Dancing with Wolves. They did this Indian ceremony, and if I'm not mistaken, the ceremony involves they put a hook through their nipples like that, and then they tie themselves onto like a central post, and then they dance around the fire, and then they have to throw themselves backwards, and then basically go bang, and it pulls like the hooks. And this is a thing to kind of like show that you're a man, that you like, you're strong, that you can. And it's literally like hooks through the nipples and just like go bang. Is that the movie Dancing with Wolves? That was in it? Am I correct?
Frank Briggs has just put Wolf was called Two Socks.
That's right.
Hi,
I
Frank.
don't
Tricks, by
remember
the
that
way.
bit. I don't remember that bit in Dancing with Wolves, but that was a long time ago since I saw
Yeah,
it, and I'm
same.
not going to watch it again because it was shit.
You didn't like it, did you? I thought it was
Yeah.
very sad. I was really
I
sad
don't like
watching
Kevin
it.
Costner either.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner, yeah.
It,
He
it,
was
it was
pretty
either
young then.
it was either that or it was one. Was it a man called Horse? Hang on, I'm just getting it wrong now, aren't I? Hang on. Let
Man
me
called
just look.
Hawk. That's well old, that Phil.
Yeah, and it had like an old school actor, like is it the
Blazing Saddles.
Irish actor? Hang on.
What, a man called Horse?
I don't know. It was like an English guy got accepted into an an Indian tribe. So
Yeah, Frank. But yeah, Man Called Horse.
Horse 1970, and it's like nipple. Let's just put nipple. Man called Horse nipple. Man, the Sundance. Hang on, is it the Sundance?
Fucking come on.
Richard Harris. Oh, yeah.
Richard Harris. That's the one. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Finch just put that, yeah. Richard Harris, bloody hell.
That's well old.
That is old.
It's his 70s, yeah.
Oh, here we go. They got him. They're bringing him over now to do this thing. Oh yeah, they're like sizing him up, and probably going to stick it through his nipples now.
Nipple pinch.
Torture.
Oh.
I'll leave this lid off because I've got me Twinings drink because it's raspberry and lemon. Well, nice.
Oh yeah, here we go. Spiking him through his nipples now.
Ouchie. Even thinking or talking about it, it's like, ouch.
I didn't think it was in Dancing with Wolves. I can't really remember
No,
that. You know,
no.
Kevin Costner there going, look, you know, don't touch me, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Spiking him repeatedly through the nipples with a knife, basically. Yeah.
Ouch.
Mm.
Sleeping for 18 hours. Bloody hell, Frank. I'm lucky to see any of that. I couldn't sleep for that long.
Oh yeah, what they do is they put a rope down through the ceiling, and then they tie the rope onto the nipples, and they lift him up through the ceiling. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's quite extreme. It's a crazy movie, actually. Man Called Horse. Yeah. Oh well, there you go, folks. Yeah, I was corrected last night because I said American Indians, and apparently Indians prefer to be called Indians. American Indians prefer to be called Indians.
Indians.
So yeah.
I don't even try to keep up with all that anymore.
Mhm.
You know, they're going to change it.
They always change it.
Wait another 5 years till I have a different name.
Yeah, don't they call them something like indigenous people or something like that? I think.
Yeah, for a while that's what they wanted to be called too. So
Yeah. So they keep changing the language, and it's just like, well, you know, how can people keep up with it? You just can't.
yeah.
Mamna and I visited the Crazy Horse Monument in South Dakota, and the controversy is the powers want the statue pointing. However, American Indians don't point to our direction. Fair enough. Jeez. I've got a freaking itchy nose. I've been putting other stuff on because of the dry skin, so I've gone natural now. Been using almond oil instead now, trying to cut back on all the other crap that you get. I've just been binning loads of shit. I'm like, so I've got this. Well, it's no good. It's just sitting there because it's all got bloody, obviously, a time because you always got something like 12 months or 24 months on the back of them. So I've been just binning loads of stuff, just getting rid of junk. It's like, well, there's no need to keep it. Get rid. So,
Mm.
well, I've bent loads of my rings. I don't care though. On the arse silver. I used to wear gold and I stopped wearing it. I used to find it really, really tacky in the end. Especially when it was associated with all these bloody people that, you know, cause problems and everything. I thought, no,
Gangster jacket.
silver. So got rid of gold and I just wear silver now. I took it all to bloody one of them places where they take all your gold, and I just went out and bought stuff for the kids with it instead. I just got rid of the lot. Don't own any gold. Got rid. Oh yeah, because you'd have things, you know, bought for you. Oh yeah, there's a gold chain. And there's this. I'm like, do you know what? I'm not wearing this shit anymore. It's going bye bye. It did. Got rid.
Mm.
Yeah, some of mine slip off.
How is it freezing where Melissa is?
I don't know. It's not freezing here, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more southern England is more normally warmer anyway. Up north, it's always been known to go cooler. Always. Very, very rare that we're ever warmer than the south. Very, very rare. Some of the things I've been reading, like people getting into trouble down things around London area, or most of the high areas that get flooding. People now who've been paving their own driveways are getting into trouble. It's like,
What?
yeah. And then people are meant to be getting fined if they don't have one of, you know, where you have the steps and they're actually lower down. It's like, what the hell's going on with all these stupid bloody rules?
What do you mean?
Better to do. You know how you got a driveway. You got your driveway, and if the first step is not flat, you know, to the road. Apparently, people they're meant to be handing out fines for that. It's like, can't control that.
I
God,
don't know.
They just come up with some really stupid. I even look at it because obviously I was.
You all right there, Matt? You all right there, son?
Yeah, sorry, I decided to nod then.
He's going to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I should probably get off really.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I'm probably going to hang on to about 12 or something like that because I've got loads of shit to do tomorrow before this guy turns up. Oh, no wonder he's drinking.
I had to sip a sip of beer, yeah.
just a while ago
That's
you said you
why.
shouldn't.
He knew he shouldn't, but he couldn't resist.
Couldn't resist.
Just one. I haven't had anything all day apart from energy drinks and water. Ugh.
Oh, you're on a fast or you've been eating?
No, do you know what? I've kind of put the keto diet on hold because I came down to about 74, I reckon, from 99 kilos to 74. And I mean, just I think people are saying to me, you know, let's just give it a little bit of a rest. And so I've been eating good today, and I tell you, my mood has been quite remarkably better, you know.
Okay, Mam Nan. Thanks for you coming on, and I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Mam Nan's going.
Just my energy. I felt like I had a bit more energy, even though I was up all last night, right into the 6 a.m. Well, 8 a.m. this morning, and I was literally knackered. And I still couldn't get to sleep because I had things to do. So I got to bed by about 9:30 this morning, and I woke up at 12. So I only had 2.5 hours sleep. So yeah, and then I just carried on with stuff today. So, but my energy levels were surprisingly good this afternoon. They're not now, but I think it's because I was eating proper fat, well, things with a bit more sugar in them. So,
Be a bit of a boost.
But yeah, I think I've pushed that keto diet quite hard now for about 1.5 years or whatever it was. So,
At least you stuck to it.
yeah. But there we are. Got my weight down, but like I said, it's weird because John, you weren't probably here when I said this. Saw a farmer, and he literally looks like he's come out of a concentration camp. He only comes up to here on me, and he's absolutely thin, and like the skin's hanging off him, yeah. And he said, "You've lost weight." I said, "Oh, well, how much do you weigh?" He said, 74. And I said, "Fucking, I'm 74." I said, "I'm fucking much bigger than you." And apparently so I weigh the same as him. So he must have fucking big bones or something. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. But
Yeah, you did tell me. I think you sent me a message or so.
yeah, bit weird.
Yeah, I've done it as
Weird.
well.
Yeah. Oh, so it's
About you.
definitely not the China show tonight then. I'm going to check things if it is on.
You're definitely getting some bloody kipping. Oh, kitty!
Yeah, no, I'll go to sleep watching it if it is.
You know when they're out being.
Oh, he was
winked.
asleep till I disturbed him.
No, kitty.
Little shit.
Oh yeah, it is Fridays. It is a Friday. Oh, so I can reset that in my diary now then, because I kept thinking, why do I always miss the China show? And I said, well, it's because it's on a Thursday, isn't it? And it's no. So I put it
Well,
up
at least
here.
you know now. Muscle is
Yeah.
denser than fat. Yeah, I know about that. Sometimes when people bulk up and go in the gym and everything, it's obviously can be quite.
Matt, you know that radio show you were telling me about?
Oh, shush, yeah.
No.
Yeah, go
Oh,
on.
yeah, I'm not going to mention anything. No, I won't. Actually, I won't say it. Forget it. I'll send it to you.
Okay,
I remember the name of that person.
right.
Hang on, I'll do it now.
I am going to. I'm going to upload that privately, so I'll send you a copy.
Ooh,
Yeah, cheers.
show us.
In fact, let's start the upload now because I just don't know. Otherwise, oh, hang on. There's something going wrong with an upload here, right? This is weird. I'm uploading a little video of a drone footage I took this afternoon, and it's going 99%. It's going
He's like, you're
99%. Then it goes 96%, 97, 98, 99, 96, 97, 98, 99. YouTube's in a loop, and it won't finish the upload. That's weird. It's been doing it for the last hour.
It's got
Yeah,
stuff on the loop.
you're lagging, Matt. Yeah.
Well, it's probably because it's been uploading this video in the background, going blah 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 for the last hour. Yeah. Oh well.
It's obviously YouTube's being stupid again.
The reason I didn't come up sooner is because I was sitting here waiting for a tech to get out here. It's supposed to be here between 3 and 5. Like, why can't you just schedule one? Like, I'm going to be there at 4. Okay, I'm ready for you at 4. No, it's 3 and 5. Between 3 and 5, it never showed up. So,
Oh.
yeah.
What was that for?
I'll send that message, Matt.
So if I
Okay,
want
mate.
to upload anything bigger than
Yes,
3
that's right.
minutes.
Originally, yes.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Then. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody,
Oh,
I
dear.
sent a video of that hybrid track. Did I send it to you, John? Flashpoint.
You did, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And somebody typical, right? This guy has just said, "I watched that video. It's fucking shit." I'm like,
It's the music, not the fucking video.
Yeah, you're not meant to watch the video. It's just there for someone to stare at, but basically.
I thought it was
Whatever.
really good. It was like alien invasion,
Mhm.
and then like they find this like black goo, and then they find more of it, and it's sort of going, and there's like something trying to come up out of the goo. It's like, and then and then I won't tell you what happens next, but they find this like place. It's like an urbex video. It's like they're hunting. It's like a bit of an urbex video, and they find something, and then it all kind of kicks off. It's quite good though, but it's really well shot, and the music's good. It's like, gets you going like. And he just said, "It's fucking shit." Fuck off.
Yeah, but if you watch the bloody video. Hi, dear.
He's so contrary. He's always the same, right? If I say, "Don't buy a vibrating dildo with razor blades in it because it'll hurt your ass," he'll go, "Well, I'm fucking having one then." Yeah. Anything I say don't do, he'll do, and anything I say do, he won't do. Yeah,
Oh dear.
he's like that. It's just one of these people. Oh, what the fuck! Everything just came flying down off my shelf. Everything just fell off my shelf. What the fuck? Shit. That was good.
Chewie's frozen in the background looking, going, what the fuck?
What? Is he?
He's completely frozen his
Yeah.
background, yeah.
Oh shit! No way.
Yep.
I tell you what that is. Let me shut this down. It's probably killing it. Oh no, it's not
Yeah.
happy, is it? That's because I'm doing
Nope.
too many things in the background. So let me. Oh, sorry. Let me turn off the background. There we go.
Oh, that's it. Now you're back to, yep, you're not.
Yeah, I rate that burp a 10 out of 10. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I've had my, because I lost my Subgenius membership card. That's a Subgenius membership card there, right?
All right.
So I had to send off for a new membership pack. Look, right, and look, right. This is it's actually really big. It's called the Official Divine All-Inclusive Excuse, worth 15,000 indulgences or 3 million years in purgatory. Multi-purpose certificate of forgiveness, absolution, reprieval, clearance, immunity, and or total sublegal impunity for all sins, transgressions, intemperances, vices, errors, failings, personal faults, indiscretions, lapses, trespasses, and crimes against man, woman, child, law, nature, and God. So I'm covered. I'm fucking covered.
No.
That's an insurance policy that only cost me 40 quid.
Bloody hell.
Mm.
Nutter.
Well, if you've got to be all day, it's what it is.
Yeah.
Did you get that thing that you wanted to get? The cactus.
Yes. Do you know what? It arrived.
Yeah.
I literally pulled it out of the thing and I went, oh, I'll have to put batteries in that. And then
Yeah.
the neighbor came out and I said, is anyone you know got a cat? And they went, yeah, we got loads of cats on the farm. And I went, oh, no way. I said, yeah, have this. I just gave it straight to the neighbor. I said, you'll enjoy that. I said, it's for
I
cats.
told you
But
it needed batteries. I think
I never actually saw it going and doing its thing. Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
gave it
it's
away
funny.
before I'd even
my
plugged it in.
cats are just like, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah. I really, do you know what?
It is funny.
I literally watched your video on repeat play for about an hour. Then I watched some other videos and I put yours back on for about another 20 minutes. And it's just going, kitties, kitties, hello, kitties, kitties. I just was mesmerized by this video. So I had it playing whilst I was doing work. Kitties, kitties, kitties.
It's
It's
funny.
just
It is
playing
funny.
on the screen. Yeah. It's actually a good
It is
video, that
funny.
is, yeah.
Oh god.
Mm.
I haven't put it on for a while. I'll have to put it on again. The cats are just like, what is this?
Yeah. There we are.
So in the Facebook that some woman who got vibrating butt plugs stuck up her ass. What a fucking idiot. People are dumb.
Oh, God. I've woken up now. I've moved around. Fucking hell.
I know he does.
Oh, by the way, you know which moron started doing lives again, don't you?
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
And trust me, he's just as bad as he was before.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Brian McKenny.
So he's ended up with the fucking police knocking his door again.
Seriously.
Never fucking learn.
No, obviously not.
Mm.
Oh, an idiot.
Oh well. I don't know. I just like. I really think we should still have asylums in this country. They should be
Yes.
more. They should be better regulated so that there's no abuse going on in them. But we fucking need asylums in this country.
Not as like
Not
that. Yeah, definitely.
not for illegal immigrants. Of course, they don't get asylum. I mean, for mental patients.
Yes.
Yeah.
I explore Norfolk. Oh dear.
Because all it is, I've seen it so many times. Care in the community. They turn out the asylums. All the mental patients are on the streets, living in little houses in villages, and they don't tell the people in the villages. They just go quietly put them in here so that neighbours won't know what's going on. And then what happens is they go fucking running naked through the streets, like swinging their tits around and sticking a finger up their fanny in front of the kids, like, and shit like that.
Oh,
And yeah, and like literally like pressing their tits up against the window, going kitties, kitties, like that. And then walking. What was she doing once? She was walking from town to a house with a trolley, which had nothing in it, right? And she was walking at 1 foot pace every like 20 seconds. So it took her like 5.5 hours to go like, I don't know, what would normally take somebody else about half an hour to walk. She's just walking home like that. Every 20 seconds. And like, and people were driving past her going, look at her again. Look, what the fuck's she up to now? What the fuck?
what's wrong with people?
You know, and it's like you ring the authorities, you go, look, she's at it again, like, you know. She was shitting in she didn't cook any food. She just used to order Chinese to be delivered. And then she'd eat the Chinese, like, all right. And then she would squat and shit in the container. She's got a toilet there, right? Right there. But no, she squats and shits in the fucking Chinese container, puts the lid back on it, and then stacks it in the corner of the room. And it was stacked from floor to ceiling, floor to ceiling with shit containers.
Ew.
Yeah.
Dear.
Right, 2K. Some people just, oh no, so wrong. Once that stuff leaves my body, it goes down the toilet. I don't want to save that. No
Yeah.
way. Like, what the hell?
I saw somebody who I had to literally call the police because he'd kidnapped his girlfriend and was driving around in the car with her, and was, when we found out he'd actually been torturing her. He kept it. He took her somewhere and he'd been torturing her for hours and hours and hours. Then he took her into town, into Morrison's, and the police had already been round saying, we're worried for the welfare of this woman. I said, well, yeah, he came round earlier on and he knocked on my door and he went, is everything all right? And I went, yeah, everything's fine. Are you all right? And he went, yeah, everything's fine. And I went, something's not right there. So I thought, what's going on? And then I noticed the car had gone. So, they've probably gone out shopping or something. What I didn't know was that she'd gone into a shop and she'd gone, help, like that in the shop. So they'd rung the police and said, well, they've just left now in the car. And they went, fuck, where they've gone? They were trying to find them. They couldn't find them. And then, so anyway, I went to Morrison's, and who was in the shopping aisle just going to get to pay? And I went, hi. Like, yeah, oh, you're getting your shopping. I said, oh, I'll just be back now. And I went, fucking, they're here now. Fucking police were on their way. And I was chatting to him like that. And he had a knife in his pocket, and he was basically holding it up behind her, going, you fucking say a word, and you're fucking having it in the back, yeah? And basically, when the police came in, I can help push him away, fucking like that, and he was down on the floor, fucking handcuffed, yeah? And then it came out then, how he'd been torturing her. And anyway, I had to go as a witness to court, to say, like, what he was like, you know, what are you, and it's like that. Anyway, he's still running around Devizes right now and still shops in fucking Morrison's. Yeah. Who's going to be his next victim?
Yeah, it's definitely not right.
Not cool.
Definitely
Not fucking cool. Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Definitely.
Mm.
Jeez.
Fucking hell. Crazy people.
There is a lot of crazy people about. Oh,
And my next door neighbours met in an asylum when they were still open, right? In the local asylum in our town. We had an asylum in our town. And they met in the asylum, got married, had kids, and basically, when I was asked to look after the house, I couldn't go in there because of the stink, right?
Oh.
And I had to take their ferret out. Like I said, I had to breathe in, run in there, bring the ferrets out like that, and I had to feed the ferrets outdoors. I couldn't fucking go in the house. And then I opened the windows in there, let the air fucking blow through the house to get rid of the stench. And I had a little look around, and yeah, I pulled back the bed sheets on the fucking kids' beds because I could smell stink in the fucking room. I pulled it back, and it was nothing but rat droppings in the fucking children's beds.
No.
So, unfortunately, I have to make a call.
Don't blame you.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And what happened? They got given a brand new house. Mm.
Oh, so they're blaming, saying there was rats there, so blah, 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 so they could get a new house.
Well, they kept rats, but they kept the rats running around the house. They didn't keep them in cages. They kept them running around the fucking house, and it was shitting everywhere, including in the children's beds.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. And they didn't seem to think it was worthy of cleaning the shit out of the beds by the looks of it. They didn't seem to think it was an issue. Yeah.
No. When
So
Simon
that the
came
new
down to
house
me,
is in bad shape now.
Well, at least it was a fresh start. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
basically fucking wrecked that house. You know, you needed to get a biological hazard team. You know, with their fucking full hazard suit and a bloody mask on to go in and clean the place out. Like, you know.
oh, no.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, definitely not.
But there we are. I mean, she was driving around on fucking medication, and she fucking crashed a car with a kid in. Then she crashed the next car with a kid in. Then she got a massive monster truck, right? And it's like, I said, what you got that for? I said, that's pretty big, isn't it? Brand fucking new off the forecourt. Like, all right. And I said, oh, that's pretty good. And she went, yes, really good. So she opened the driver's door and then put the car in reverse, hit the shed, and pulled the door back. And it was 1 day old. And she went, ha, 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 ha. I said, why did you buy that then? And she said, because I'm always getting stuck in farmers' fields. I said, what? In wintertime, when it's muddy fields and it's all mud and it's all been ploughed up, ready for next year's crop? She goes, yeah. I said, what are you pulling into a field then in a little car for? She goes, the farmer has to pull me out with a tractor. And so I got the monster truck so I won't get stuck when the next time I drive into a farmer's field. I'm like, what are you doing driving in a fucking farmer's field for?
She was a liability on the bloody road then. I think
Jesus Christ. They are amongst us, folks. They live. They do. They live. And when you put on these special glasses, you can see them. When you take them off, they look normal. When you put this on, real fucking ugly.
What are you talking about, neighbour? Come back.
Yeah. Hey, her, she's perfectly fine. You, formaldehyde face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if I could do this without waking him up this time.
Oh, you can't.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, well, mine would be actually not. They'll be in a food coma now because they've been fed again.
Mhm.
So that's it. They'll be all. Simon turned around, came down to me, he says, Yoshi really loves you the most. I'm like, yeah, why? He said, well, because he's shit on my side of the bed. I'm like, I'm surprised.
Oh.
Simon mithers him. So Yoshi comes over. He's one of the cats that follows me in the bathroom and comes for cuddles. Simon just picks him up and And I can see him trying to push away and everything. I was like, well, it's your own fault. You bother him. So he's picking on you.
Dog's whining, and we're going to see what she wants.
Yeah, she probably wants water or something. So have a look. Sadly, the level of abuse that would go around. Yeah, I know what I mean, because I've heard a few people have been, that need to be on medication. They won't stay on the medication. So they go around and start hurting people. And it's like, these people need to be in places where they get better assistance and, they're watched as they're taking their medication instead of them hurting people.
We had the same problem here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too many. And since they've shut them all down, yeah, fair enough, there was abuse in a lot of these places, which
Yeah.
obviously we know about, but I mean, you get that in care homes, so you can't bloody, but that's why the places get shut down, but not all of them are bad. But that's where you just get people coming in and you get them to check on them and everything. That's what you need. But there's a lot of nutcases running around. The completely unethical stuff that's gone on, even in the last 60 years or so, would make your skin crawl. Yep, that is very true indeed. I don't think there is, dear. I don't think there's any countries that still have them, to be honest. I think
Not legally anyway.
They may have, but I don't think they call them that anymore.
No, we should just call them bloody just the bottom block. The bottom block where all the nutters go.
Right, I'm going to drop down. I'll see you all later on. Thanks for having me up, Jackie.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you have a good
Take
one,
it
mate.
easy.
John.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you're all right. You're welcome. See you later, one.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
John. Bye-bye.
What a thoroughly horrible man. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
No, have you noticed with dogs, especially with my dog, it's like
Yeah.
you go down and you go, what do you want? And like, before I even entered the room, like her eyes are looking at the treat bag. So I'm like, what do you want? And she goes, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, right. So you just called me down here to give you a frigging treat. Jesus Christ.
Well, she's definitely got you bloody wrapped around her paw. Dad, I'm going to start having a tantrum. Then you go down.
And I give her a treat for bad behaviour. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Oh, the joys of animals. I was just trying to see where one of my snakes is, but she's at the front.
Which drone do you have, Matt?
Drone.
Yeah.
I have it right by here, sir.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
my-
Yeah. I got one of those.
Yep, it's waterproof as well. If you can drop it in water and it keep it dry. Mavic 3 now. That's the one I use.
Okay, so have you had any trouble with it if you leave it hovering? Does it drift?
No, not at all.
Okay. I've got the Mini 2 SE, and past couple times I've put it up, it started drifting. So and not just a little, quite a bit.
Is it windy?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, now I can't say for at 100 feet. I can't.
You can't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't do, would you, really? No.
Well, you know that what you're meant to do, right? Which could be part of your problem. There's two reasons that it can do it. First is that when you turn it on, it tells you up in the corner how many satellites it's picked up.
Mhm.
And at first it'll be red. So it'll say like 0 satellites. It'll be red. It'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it'll go sort of a mid color. I can't remember what it is now. It'll go 9, 10, 11. And then it'll go like white, which is like perfect satellites. And it goes 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And it'll go all the way up. Don't take off until you've got at least 10 minimum, but maybe 15, 16 satellites, because then the drone, when it takes off, it knows its position. if you take off and it hasn't got many satellites, yeah, it'll start to kind of wander a bit, yeah. And yeah, second reason is it's got a downward facing camera which looks at the ground, but once you're up high, that camera can't really work. So when you're down low near the ground, that camera will keep it from moving when you're low. But when you get up high, that camera deactivates and it can't do it. So it's just relying on the satellites then. So maybe just give it a bit. Don't take it off until you've got way loads of satellites, then take it off.
Okay, because usually I'm lucky if I get 11, so I will just let it sit there and see if I can get more.
Yeah.
I was thinking, 11 seemed pretty low to me,
Yeah. Also, you can, but you shouldn't have to. You can calibrate the motion sensors, because the motion sensors can tell when it's being kicked a bit to the left, kicked a bit to the right, kicked backwards, kicked forwards, tilted. And when those sensors haven't been calibrated, sometimes it can't tell it's being kicked to the left, can't tell it's being kicked to the right. So you go into the menus and you have to do calibrate sensors, and it'll say turn the drone up like this. It'll say put it up. Then it says turn it on its side, then turn it on this side, then turn it on its back, then turn it upside down, and then that helps. But then there's the compass calibration. Now that can mean the heading will go like this. If the compass is off, it'll go like this, and it'll turn like that. So you can't calibrate it near any metal objects. You got to do it on like grass. And you have to make sure there's no pipes underneath the grass, because that'll upset the calibration as well. And you have to basically, actually tell a lie. No. You literally have no metal objects on you. You can have aluminium because it's not magnetic. You can have aluminium things and stuff. But you don't have your phone in your pocket. You put your phone away because that'll set it off, because there's magnets in phones as well. So you put the phone away and you say calibrate, and you walk over to the drone, pick it up, and then you turn your body around 360. Then you turn the drone upwards, then you turn around 360, and then it goes calibration complete. So sometimes you got to calibrate the compass, but to be honest, I calibrate the compass once every 2 months. Yeah. But it's very unusual for you to calibrate the motion sensors. It's mostly down to probably satellite drift. Yeah.
Just sent you a message. Actually, almost forgot, Matt.
Well, that's the
Message
thing.
I sent you on WhatsApp.
You have RC2, right? The one with the screen built into the controller?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing I don't have, so I have to use the phone to get into the menu.
Yeah, that's right. So you just do it on that controller device. It's in the menus. You just have to look under control. I think it'll be control advanced, and then there'll be calibrations in there. There is the calibration for the camera. You have to plug it into a computer and run the software and do the calibration on a computer, because you have to actually print out a sheet which has a pattern on it, and then you have to turn the drone up to face it, and it has to be the right distance away, and there has to be good lighting in the room, and you can calibrate the actual camera sensor as well. But it's not, I bet you any money it's to do with your satellites. You just haven't got enough satellites.
Yeah. No, I'm pleased with it, as small as it is. And
Cool.
it's not 4K, but it is 2K.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Has anybody tried playing with the AI built into Windows now called Copilot? It's very interesting, actually. You can have a conversation with it, and it it'll say like, what are you interested in finding out about? So you say, I'm interested in this, and it'll go, oh, I found this, and you go, okay, that's pretty good. And it says, well, I know this, and it goes, wow, I didn't know that. And then it starts drawing you pictures based on what you just said, and it brings up images and pictures which it drew itself. And then you go, yeah, but did you know this? And you start telling it stuff, and it goes, wow, okay then. And it goes, yeah, well, did you know this? And it starts chatting back and forth with you, and then it draws you more pictures and more pictures and more pictures. It's really weird interactive kind of experience with AI. Yeah.
Internet's been an ass now.
And it's
why.
free with Windows, and they kind of installed it on my machine when I did an update, and I didn't know it was being installed, and it's just an extra icon now. It's called Copilot, and it's fun. It's just fun to play with. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, eating licorice. Love licorice.
I know a few of my friends have been using AI to make like intros for their live streams.
Yeah.
They write out what they, like the lyrics, and then AI just produces it. Which AI still has a few little weird quirks to it, like
Glitches, yeah.
live and live. It doesn't understand the difference between live and live. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Mick Spanner says he's never had his mini drift. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of not updating your firmware. If your firmware works, just don't update it to the next one, because if you update it to the next one, a lot of the time you can't roll it back. So if the next one is worse, you can't go back. So,
and this is forward. You would think it would be left, right, or the toilet bowl, but no, this is forward. I had it up the other day. Right, matter of fact, this morning, I had a hell of a sunrise. I mean, just at some point, it looked like a nuke was going off on the horizon.
Yeah.
Wow.
The sun was red. I mean, red. And then it had this orange ring, But I looked up, and it was getting closer and closer to the forest, and said, oh, hell no. And I backed it up.
Yeah. Do you know what might be causing it? Your actual stick, your forwards backwards stick might need calibrating, because maybe when you let it go, it's meant to stop dead. It's meant to hover, and maybe there's a bit of forward stick being pushed on. It's not calibrated correctly. So calibrate your sticks. That is in the menu as well. You can calibrate the sticks, and it says push them all the way to the top, push them all the way to the bottom, wiggle them all the way around. Now let go. And then it calibrates the sticks. It might be that it's just got a forward stick, a little bit of forward stick on.
Okay. Just like if you were pushing lightly on the stick, it
moves forward slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about that, Frank, but I've not properly read about it. I'll have to have another look. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, because they're meant to cater to people that have got allergens. And obviously, if it's peanut, they even use like nut oil and things. So
go bed.
Okay, fine. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I know, troublemaker. Right, yeah. Forest. There's no food out.
I hate that I put that extra effort into cleaning the house today, and the bastards didn't even show up. I mean,
I can see you made a start on the cupboard behind you. Yeah.
What cupboard? Way back
there? Up above, right behind your head.
Oh yeah, I was running out of paint. I said, "The hell with it."
Oh dear.
Looks like a little face. It looks like you've drawn Grover from Sesame Street or something.
I did.
Oh yeah.
Well, not Grover, but I did draw a face on it. Yeah.
That is funny. But yeah, run out of paint. I'll draw something instead.
Yeah.
No, you made it. It's harder to see now with the light.
Can't see it now. No.
Yeah, the light's like bleached it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, landlord's not going to do it, so I might as well. Lazy bastards.
Yeah, but at least if you don't like it, you can always paint over it when you do get paint. So.
Hey, every time I buy a supply to fix something in this house, it's a little less off the rent. So, not my problem.
True. Yeah, true.
What
were they coming round to see you for? Was it the landlord or something else?
Do what now?
Who was coming round to see you today? That didn't turn up.
Oh, that was Kinetic, my internet provider.
Oh, right.
So they said that we'll be here between 3:15 and 5 p.m. I said, oh, great. Well, because I don't have to be anywhere. So, I spent a good part of the day, even though I felt like shit, and touched up some things, and then, they never show up. So that's why I came up here. And I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to, because I'm hitting like, I think 20 megabits up. So, it's fluctuating wildly. So obviously there's something. They say it's not on the road, so it's got to be something here in my house. Probably the modem. The only thing I could think is we did have a couple storms about that was right around the time it started acting up, and it had lightning strike over here really close to the house.
Oh, here we go. Somebody's coming in.
The doggy.
Yeah.
She's
What?
back.
What are you looking for now then? What?
The video he mentioned, apparently, I don't think it's out. There's a few things that people get sent, but I'll put it in. I'll show you. There you go, Matt.
I'm on your channel trying to find the video you mentioned earlier. What's it called? Are you on about the one I talked about, the one with the alien invasion? It's on the Facebook, the private group, the Facebook group. But I tell you what, I'll post it in the chat now so you can go and have a look. I love this band. I know them as well. They're from Wales, and they're fucking
music, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. I'll get it for you now. Tell me what you think. Say if you like it or not. But yeah, hang on. But trust me, right? Watch it with the lights down, headphones on, turn it up loud, lots of bass. Yeah, because it's a bloody good track actually. And this band, they use orchestras, so they actually get an orchestra. And they then mix the track with an orchestra and beats and all sorts of stuff on top of it. So, yeah. But this video is really weird because it starts as well with this bloke, and he's saying what you think is real may not be real, and what may come in the future may not be what you think it is now. And he's going through this whole monologue of you aren't living in reality, you're not. It's kind of it's weird, right? And yeah, just see what you think. It's I love it. I think it's brilliant. Right, let's bring it up for you then. Here we go. But watch something for you to watch after the show, perhaps, or just line it up ready to go. And it's not there's a follow up to it, but I haven't seen the follow up. There's a second part to it, so it says to be continued.
All right.
And I don't know whether they've actually released the second part, but they did another video, which I'm having trouble finding, which is all full CGI. And it's like a movie. Yeah. And they're in London, and there's something running through the streets on the loose. Yeah. And it's fucking hell. It's very, very good. It's very well done. But I'm having trouble finding it. I did watch it a while back. Oh, look, she's clawing me now. Look, she's oh, give me something. She's around here now. Look. Come on, you've had more than enough. You had some of that. You had some of that curry I had earlier on.
Oh, she's a glutton, that one.
She's I'm hungry. I need food now.
My internet's been an arse at the moment, but that's why I can't wait. I want to change the provider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The band from another planet called Henge. Yeah, my favourite is Mushroom One. I've met Henge, and I had a good chat with them. Yeah, they're nice guys. But the only problem is, right? They're actually into Extinction Rebellion, you know.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh God, really?
them.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, Henge are really good because they dress up as aliens, you know, and like, yeah, yeah. Oh, there we are. Stephen Yeo says, I've not heard this hybrid track before. I must be missing an album. I've been a fan for over 25 years. Check them out on Spotify. They got the whole discography, and they've made movie music for movies, right?
Right.
And it's the soundtrack for the movie. And like, I'm like, wow, I never knew this existed. And there's all movies they've done the soundtracks for, right?
All right.
Yeah. There's a lot you probably haven't heard from them. Yeah. Yeah. Hybrid are they're really nice guys. I was in London with them at a big record thing with all the record bosses, and Chris Healings, right? He talks a bit like Gav. He's like, all right, but yeah, fucking hell. And he just stood up like in all these record bosses who pay his bills, and he went, you know what I fucking think about all these London fuckers? They're all just a bunch of London cunts.
Oh shit.
And then he sat down, and all the heads turned of all the fucking thing like that. And then they just all went back to drinking and eating and like ignored what he just said. It's like,
Oh,
fucking
dear.
hell, Chris. Fucking hell, Chris. You're going to get fucking kicked off your record label. Yeah. There we are. Melissa was there. That's where I met them. Yeah. Up at Melissa's gig. Yeah. And the Osricks as well. Yeah. I was chatting to them whilst helping them load all their gear into the back of their van, and they were like, "You don't have to help us, mate." And I said, "Mate, I do roadie fucking shit because I fucking put on things myself. Let me help you with the gear into the van." They're like, "All right, then, we're fucking knackered. Go on, help us then." I was like, "All right, yeah, just loading the gear in the back, chatting." Yeah.
Hello, Mystic Maud, the Supernatural Seekers Facebook. Mouthful to say. Good evening. What's much left of the evening? Oh, I love spaghetti bolognese, especially when it's all cooked from scratch. Well tasty.
Do you mind if I share a sneak peek of the next video? This was shot this
Yeah,
morning.
go on then.
Mhm.
Go on then.
All right, then.
Since you
It's on
show us
list
ones with
video.
your them little bandit guys, the raccoons.
I think I've got them to leave me alone.
Have you?
Yeah, I think. It's not.
Let's see.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. That's amazing, that.
That's this morning sunrise. You may not be able to see it. I'm not sure how big of a monitor you're using, but yeah, that was.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a jet flying over, and I was trying to capture it, but I'm going to edit a lot of that.
Do you know what you can do? You know the roll control for pointing the camera up and down? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go into the settings and go into gimbal control, go to advanced, and there's a thing called smoothing, right? And turn the smoothing up to about 20, right? And turn the speed control down a bit, because the speed control, because what you're getting is you're going like this, stop, 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 right? And what you do is then you can be rough on the little wheel. You can be rough, and it will smooth it out, and it will start and slow it down. So you don't get all this like kick, 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 kick.
Yeah.
Smoothing. Turn it on a bit, and you'll probably find that your shots are going to look very cinematic then.
Can you see that tower light? I don't know how big your screen is, but
yeah,
it got to the point where I'm pretty sure it's probably not the clip that shows it. I probably took snapshots, but at some point the sun looked like a nuke had gone off in the horizon, and I said, "Oh God!" But you have to be about 130 feet above the trees because I'm on a hillside. So you have to double the height of the tree plus, Yeah, right there. Oh shit, we've been nuked. But yeah.
Yeah, that looks amazing. That.
Have you ever seen a thing called a sun dog? You can get moon dogs as well.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, I've been
No,
to
what's his name?
Cumberland Falls here in southern Kentucky. They have what's called a moonbow, and it only appears at a certain time of the year, and it's something to see. It's not you kind of expect color like because you think, oh, rainbow, right? But it's more of
Hmm.
a white. It's just
Right? Yeah.
something you have to see. I
Yeah.
couldn't. There's no way I can put it in words. It's just something you have to experience yourself.
Well, a moon dog and a sun dog is when there's
was.
ice
was
crystals in the upper atmosphere, like 30 to 50,000 foot up. There's ice crystals, and then as the sun shines through it, it produces a halo around the sun. So there's a big ring around the sun, but it's quite faint.
Alright.
But then at the north, south, east, and west are little extra halos. Yeah. And they call it that a sun dog, and you get the same with the moon. So the moon is like there, and then there's a ring around it like that, a ring, and then again north, south, east, west, bang. It's 4 extra little lights on it, and it's fucking amazing, lovely.
We get now if you go to the top of my property or if you go to the very front of my house, away from the security light, like meteor showers and things like that you look for in the night sky are so much brighter here, and I'm this close to telling the electric company, right, I don't want to pay for this light anymore because I could go and buy me some lights, put them up, and have them on a switch, and if I want to shut them off at my leisure, I'm going to go ahead and shut them off because I spent a lot of time, especially in the winter,
The
stargating.
internet's lagging.
I mean, I'm a dumbass out there at 20-degree weather,
Cool.
freezing my ass off looking at the sky.
Yeah.
But yeah, that light, it's like $15 extra on your power bill. So if I can shut it off, I'm going to do it. But the aurora, when it not this current storm, but a while back, what was it? A few weeks back, we had a major solar storm, and I said, "There's no way my camera's going to pick that up," but I took the picture anyway, and sure enough, it picked it up. I had to do a little tweaking, in a photo editor, but it was more of like a magenta looking, light. But and that would have been right out this window here next to me.
Yeah. Something which, well, there's two things. That we had this really weird cloud in the morning, which was like a red explosion over the top of the hill. And I actually thought that something really bad was happening because this cloud was coming over all the hills and right over the top. And it was like seriously red, but it had orange in it. So it looked like a volcano had gone off, boom, like that, and just come over the top of me. And it was just like, what the fuck? Because I couldn't see the sun. And the sun was probably hidden away, so you couldn't see it, but it was shining down from the back of a cloud and hitting this other cloud. And it was just like the craziest thing. And I thought, fucking hell, have we had a nuclear bomb go off or something? I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life. And then, have you ever seen the northern lights come down over land? Because normally it's not up the north, like up in like Iceland and Norway and places like that, and Alaska and Canada, and but sometimes it'll come down all the way over like the middle of like down as far as the equator. And I've seen it a couple of times. And one night, I was driving along the road, pitch black, lights on the car, and all of a sudden, all these fingers just went like this, out of the hill, and then went into the sky, and then started going like this.
Yeah,
Like
my
that.
internet's been down. Sorry.
And I was like, shit. And I pulled the car off the road and got out. And I was like, fucking hell. And then I noticed just down the road, another car had stopped, and they were standing on the edge of the road. And I said, can you see this? And they said, yeah. Like that. And all the fingers went up, and they were there for about 30 seconds doing this dance like that, right? And we're not talking like dim. We're talking like torchlights going out of the top of the hill. And then it sort of dissipated, and they all dissolved. It became more like right overhead, dancing around then as just the normal aurora borealis, And yeah, and I rang my friend up and I said, get outside your house now. And he said, and look in the sky. And he said, and he came back in. He said, I can't see nothing. I said, get out there and wait for your eyes to adjust to the dark. He came back about 5 minutes later because I was on the phone looking at this shit. And he came back and he said, oh my God. Yeah, once my eyes adjusted to the dark. Wow. I was like, yeah, you'll probably only ever see that once in your life, And it's like, so, wow.
It wasn't. When I took that photo, it wasn't that energetic, But it was. I mean, I could see it with my naked eyes. It seemed like the camera brought it out.
My internet's coming back again.
But
Forest.
my biggest problem is there's a mountain over here in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So my cell tower, we have one. So it's like 3 miles from here. So you have the knob, and the cell tower kind of, grazes it a little bit. But you can't. You have to be at the top of the property to be level with the top of that hill over here, which they call a knob for some reason. Which a lot of jokes on that. But yeah, because of that light over there, I believe I do miss out a whole lot of stuff that happens in the sky. But I think that was probably the second time that I've seen the aurora down here, and the first time it was green. This time it was like a magenta, almost like a.
The other thing is this light that's outside your house. Is it one of these new LED types?
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? They flicker at a very high frequency. Yeah, and when you try to film with the camera's going because of the flicker, and it fucks up trying to take video at night and trying to take photos at night, and they're a pain in the arse, those bloody lights. I agree with you. I would ask them to just get rid of it, because there's health problems with, if that shines in through your window, that pulsating light has actually been known to cause people to have restless sleep.
Well, probably in my case, the migraines, because I've been having migraines, and he said, well, obviously you're not getting a restful sleep. He said, how much are you sleeping at night? And I said, not very much. He said, because we can't find anything else wrong, which I was like, it wasn't a tumor, thank God. But, it's like, why in the hell am I getting these migraines? And now that you mention that, why?
It can be very dull. It comes through your window, through your curtain, but it's still very dull. But it's still going, and it'll come through your eyelids closed, and it will upset your sleep.
See, there's one window. There's another window right there. They're right in line with that light, which I asked for it, right? But if I could provide my own lights, turn them on and off whenever I damn well please, and save myself some money, I'm going to do it, because $15 a month I could put somewhere else. It's
Oh, sugar. That's the one. Stupid thing.
Jackie,
Yeah.
you're awesome, but I don't think I can handle two of you.
I know. I'm scared as well. It's not. The internet's been an ass. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but that's what I said. I'm getting rid of these anyway.
Double
Getting
trouble.
rid.
Mm. Double bubble trouble.
God. Just glad it's stopped. But why have you done that, you naughty girl? She's knocked everything down because she's watching the gecko, and she just cleared everything off the bloody side. Little sod. You're a naughty girl.
Who would have thought that Dirty Dragon could have an attitude?
Do you know the frequency of the the color temperature of these things as well? I mean, I spoke to the local council because they fitted all the lights were these super bright whites, yeah. And what you don't realize is that there's a lot of ultraviolet in those lights as well that you can't see, but actually gives migraines and causes people to have sleep problems and whatnot. And I said to the council, I said there's lots and lots of papers and medical research and everything that says these white lights are really, really bad. I said, now you need to look into this because you, the council, are going to be liable when people start getting ill and they start suing you, and they will, because they'll pull up these papers and they're going to go, it's in black and white, no white lights. So now, guess what? They changed them. They got now like a yellow shifted color lights around here because they realize, like, I'm telling you, you're going to get massive £1 million lawsuits if you don't fucking sort these lights out. So now they changed the color of them,
There were some major cities around America that were all those LED lights over the interstate, and they shifted to purple or a violet color, almost black light. And the company knew that this was a flaw, but they were like, well, we can make millions of dollars off the city. So when the city bought these lights, they didn't know they were getting faulty lights, and the color just shifted on its own. There was no white left; it was just all purple. And you're driving down the road, you go from white light to purple. And I can't even imagine what that's doing to somebody as they're driving, especially at night. More than likely coming home from work.
Yeah. Now, do you know what I noticed as well? And this is quite pronounced. A lot of cars are using LED headlights now.
Yeah.
Okay. And they pulse at a very fast frequency again. And what happens is the mirror in your car, when you're driving, your mirror is shaking. So when you see the car headlights behind you, instead of seeing two headlights like that, what you see is this thing going, and they're going like that, like the cars behind you is bouncing up and down on the road. Have you ever seen that effect?
Yeah.
You look in your rear mirror and the car behind you is like bouncing, like as if it's taking off. Yeah. And it's because
if your mirror has that thermometer crap in it, you've got two layers.
Oh yeah.
You have a protective layer. You got double that bouncing around in that mirror, which.
And it's very hard for you to see what the car behind is doing and how close it is and what it's up to. You can't see it because it's like there's something, and it's very distracting because you're trying to drive looking at the road and you got this thing going woo 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 woo, and it makes you want to just turn the mirror up and away so you don't have to have that distracting you.
That's
Yeah.
I've
ripped mine off the. I've ripped mine off the windshield. I said I can't. Of course, I got we have one cop here in town, and he gave me this 10-minute lecture about having rear view mirror. It's state law. You got to have it. And I said, okay. But you get these people out of here who've got these LED lights to see a gnat's ass at 1,000 yards shining into the rear view mirror. I said, I don't know about you, but it's very distracting. And, I said, I finally got tired of it. And, if that wasn't enough, you got them coming towards you, oncoming traffic. And so what I do is I look to the right.
Look away.
White
Look away,
line.
yeah.
Yeah, the white line on the road. When it passes, then I look back on the road.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not very safe,
there's a lot of petitions on the internet for people who are saying HID lights, which give off a very blue shift, which again is painful on people's eyes and gives headaches. So other drivers on the road are going like this. Jesus, it's painful. It's painful. Yeah. Yeah. And then, just saying basically LED lights and HID lights should be either banned or retrofitted with a shift, color shift into the more yellow spectrum, because they're really bad. And I'm fully signed up to all these things saying, yeah, got to get rid of this shit. It's not nice. How the hell are they getting away with doing this? And sort of like they're just rushing it out there. Now, my Olight, right, is specifically designed so that when the light comes on, it does not flicker. Yeah. So you can film with a camera with it. Yeah, because it doesn't flicker. It doesn't do the pulsing. Yeah. And that's why these are quite expensive compared to a cheap £5 light, which is as bright as it, but it flickers. But these don't flicker. Yeah, they don't flicker.
Yeah.
So it's all to do with cost, I mean, it's like these are cheap headlights in these cars.
Yeah. So it's a dual light. It's nice, but it does that, especially on a phone. The phone camera shows, that.
It shows like lines coming down the screen.
It reminds me of the old televisions when you don't have a very good reception.
Yeah. So unfortunately, if you're going to film, you need to think about getting something like an Olight or a Through Light because they don't flicker. There we are. Xenon lights, they're more forgiving, softer light, because they're an element, a heated element. Xenon lights are still an old heated element, and they don't flicker, and they're a lot easier on people's eyes, but they're not as bright. And see that what these new companies are going for brightness, and they get around the law because you're only allowed to have legally, certainly in the UK, it might be the same in the US, the legal limit for a dipped headlight, I think, is 65 watts. And then main beams are like 70 watts. So what they do is 60 watts is okay, you can see down the road, but it's 60 watts of just a normal halogen or xenon, yeah? But 60 watts of an LED is like a floodlight for a football field, because it's so much more efficient an LED. It can be 3 times the amount of light, blinding everyone on the road, but it's still within the legal 50, 65, 70 watts. So this is the loophole they're getting around. And what we've been saying, and what the petitions say, is stop measuring the light by the wattage, measure it by the lumens. Because that way you're getting an accurate measurement of how bright the light is. And then you can say, your lights are too bright, sir.
Yeah.
And that's the way, there's this legal loophole, and they're all exploiting it all around the world, this loophole of 65, 70 watts. But LED 75 watts, bloody hell, that's bright.
Have you ever had an ocular migraine?
No.
Say it's kind of like being on mushrooms or, some psychedelic. I'm getting those quite a bit too. They don't hurt. It's just this. You start out with this ring that's about this big in your vision, and it doesn't matter if you cover one eye or whatever. You're still going to see it even if you cover both eyes, close them as tight as you can. It starts out like this,
Yeah.
and as it progresses, it's like this, and it goes to your peripheral vision, and then past that, you don't see it anymore. But it's so slow, I
Mm.
get that, and I wonder now if we're talking about the lights. I wonder if that security light is the headaches and the ocular migraine.
Yeah.
My computer, the reason I bought this, it's an Acer. Don't even
Yeah.
start. It's got a blue light filter
Yeah.
because I already, you know, I've had doctors say, well, don't sleep with a TV on. I said, I don't own a TV. I said, do you have a laptop or a phone? I said, I have a laptop. And he said, well, the blue light interrupts your
Yeah.
sleep pattern. And I said, well, mine's got a filter. And he said, is it turned on? And I said, I don't know. So when I got home that day, I turned on the filter. Evidently, it wasn't on. But, so I wasn't getting migraines for a long time. That-
No, go on. Yeah.
That light came in. I started getting headaches.
Yeah. And do you want to know another thing, which a lot of people and the electric companies are all going, no, 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 no. Yeah. Do you have a smart meter fitted to your house?
Yep.
Where's the smart meter in relation to your bed?
20 feet from here.
20 feet from your bed. Oh, here we go.
It's gigahertz, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's
I'm
yeah,
gonna bloody
it's,
break something in a minute if it doesn't stop
it's in
messing
the
up. It's doing my tree and
2.4 gigahertz it is, but what they do is, again, they're using a legal loophole because they're only allowed to transmit a certain amount of power, like 1 watt. Okay, but 1 watt is 1 amp per second. Yeah, so it'll be like it's measured by the amps per second. But what they do is they split it down into microseconds, and they put a burst out at 200 watts. 200 watts for a nanosecond, and then they go ba 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 ba, and it's a very fine burst. But that 200 watts at that 2.4 gigs, is a microwave oven in your kitchen is 800 watts. But this is a small pulse of 200 watts. Now, you could cook water in a minute in your microwave at 800 watts. So at 200 watts, it would take 4 minutes to cook the water. So what is in your brain and your body? Water.
Water, yeah.
And the smart meter is going blip, heat, blip, heat, blip, heat in your brain. And that's producing electrical pulses in your brain that are going like bloop, 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 like that. So you want to think about removing the smart meter or relocating to a different part of the house and sleeping well away from the smart meter, because it's causing cancers and very unusual, hard to kind of diagnose medical conditions in people. Yeah. And I can send you all the information about this because I know people who are on the anti-smart meter kind of research. And we got all the medical papers and all the scientific journals and everything like that. And the power companies go, well, we're only putting out a watt, so we don't see how that could possibly make a difference. But they say a watt per second. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing 200 watts in nanosecond bursts. So you just realize what that's doing to your brain and your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so you need to maybe kind of rip the smart meter out, just have an accident with a hammer with it,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was I swear to God, I was just fixing the siding. This aluminum siding is unruly, and the hammer just slipped out of my hand. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened.
Oh dear.
Well, Gaza says microwaves only cook at around 2.34 gigahertz, which is the resonant frequency of water, isn't it? Microwaves resonate at the resonating frequency of water, right? So what is a Wi-Fi router? It's 2.4 gigs, yeah, which is very close to 2.34, 2.35, which is the resonant frequency of water. And they work in a thing called the ISM, which is the International Scientific and Medical Band, yeah? And that is the microwave frequency of water. And what are we 70% of our body weight is water. So we
Yes,
are we're like receivers. We're receivers for microwaves. So your Wi-Fi router, your laptop is transmitting on the same band but low power. Your router is transmitting low power, but now they're using these things called Wi-Fi 6, and Wi-Fi 6 uses beamforming technology. So what it does is it's like having a floodlight, a torch that's a floodlight. That's great for filming because it sends all the light out wide across the room. But what happens if you beamform like Wi-Fi 6? It takes all that light and concentrates it into a tiny little laser beam. And that laser beam points at your mobile phone. So as you move across the room, it moves the laser beam invisibly to meet your phone. And it follows you around the room. And again, now what was widely a low amount of light now becomes a very concentrated, bright laser beam shining straight at you. And it follows you around the room. Yeah, Wi-Fi 6, beamforming. It's exactly the same technology that's used in Starlink. Yeah, they have these arrays of antennas, and they beamform through what's known as phase shifting, and they use a phase shifted array, and the phase shifted array can literally point the beam anywhere, and it points hundreds of beams at hundreds of Starlinks like that, and it goes like this, and it follows on the ground, and it tracks you on the ground. And your receiver, your Starlink receiver, also it's static, isn't it? It doesn't turn to follow the satellites, does it? It doesn't turn to follow the satellites. It's static, but it uses an array beam that focuses into a tiny little beam and then goes high power up to space, and the one in space goes high power back down to you. Yeah, beam forming technology. And again, if you get in the beam, you're getting a high strength beam instead of just a wide patterned beam which goes in all directions. So just maybe at night turn the router off,
Yeah, I don't have the router in our room, so we're fine. Or the extra things. But I've got
Kevin Quinton.
It's probably what.
Kevin Quinton said lasers of green and red can identify and play music. I don't know if I still have it or not, but I actually set up one of those. It was a kit to send music over a laser beam, and it was actually fairly decent quality. I mean, I wouldn't say pristine, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I've actually seen in London on the M40 road, which goes into London, a big drum, microwave drum, which is meant to be up, so it beams the beam out above people, so it beams it out safely, and it's level with the road.
Yeah,
it's right level with the road. So as people are driving through the beam, they're getting zapped as they drive through the beam. I mean, whoever fitted that is a fucking mental patient who didn't go to school and learn microwaves and what you are and aren't allowed to do by law. Because that law is not allowed to be at that level pointed across the road.
There's a TV station that has one on the stadium up in Louisville, Kentucky, and as you're driving the interstate, it's blasting right through your car, right across 4 lanes, 2 lanes on each side. And
No.
you know,
You do radio ham stuff, don't you, Storms?
well, I'm not a licensed ham. I should be, but I'm not. But yeah, engineering, yeah.
Do you know about the logarithmic rule for power of transmissions? I mean, basically, when you're using low wattage, you can get quite a long distance on low wattage. But then, as you need to go further, like say you want to go 20 miles, you've got to put, instead of putting 4 watts in, you've got to put 50 watts in, and then to go another 10 miles, you've got to put 100 watts in, and to go another 10 miles, you have to put another 100 watts in. So you have to put loads of power to get just a little bit more distance, yeah. And it basically the curve goes like this, and they call it like a logarithmic curve, because that the more distance you want, the massive amounts of power you have to use.
Oh, not
Yeah.
again.
And so those things, like you say, if it's on a stadium and it's far away, the power has gone down so much by the time it gets to the motorway. It's probably not too bad. But this one in London was right next to the motorway. So it was literally, you're driving through the strong, high power beam. But off the side of the stadium, probably by the time it gets to the motorway, it's dissipated so much that it's gone down to just back down to watts again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you went close in front of that beam, you'd be getting fried. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, before we could do anything on a tower, especially FM, and a lot of people go, "Well, I thought AM was more dangerous." Well, it is. You don't want to touch an AM tower.
Mm.
But when you're talking in terms of FM, you know, you tell them, okay, we're lowering the power, and you know, it depends on a lot on how much power they put out. America doesn't have that many 50,000 watt stations anymore. They're like 20 or they're like 5,000 because the equipment is more efficient than what it used to be. So
Yeah.
you can get away with covering a larger area with less power. But when you put people up on, I don't go on a tower. I went on a tower one time and that was enough for me. I said, shit, vertigo, you know. The lower the power and put the people up on the tower, they do their work, like change a bulb or whatever, and they come back down, raise the power back up. All that goes into a logbook, you know.
Yeah.
But this thing's been out there for ages now. This drum on the side of the stadium, right by the interstate, and the tower for the TV station is clear across the other side of the city. So
Yeah.
my guess would be about maybe 12 watts would, you know, make that trip. I can't imagine it being any more than that. But still, standing in front of the damn thing, no. I'd
Yeah.
rather not.
Well, those drums are designed to handle lots of power, because if you didn't need to have that much power, you wouldn't use a drum. You'd literally just use a little microwave beam, yeah? And that would handle 12 watts, no problem. But the whole thing of having a drum is because you probably wanted to put in like 500 watts to a kilowatt.
Yeah. So, again, I don't work for that company. I haven't worked for any broadcast company in years.
That's not real.
Like occasionally they'll call me. They'll
Toy.
say, "Well, you want to come up here and do this for us?" And I'm like, you know, because I don't have a car, so I would have to get a ride up there and then back home. So depending on how far away I have to go, that's probably not worth my time. You know?
Yeah.
But
You're asleep.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
my guess was 12 watts, but you know, just given the distance between the stadium and the main tower.
there's a lot of discussion about why insects are kind of dying out as well, and it's obviously a lot of pesticides they spray on the crops, but also there's an absolute fog which you can't see because it's radio fog, and it's microwaves, mobile phones, and all sorts of Wi-Fi devices and things. So as a radio amateur, if I try to tune in the house, I can't hear anyone. in any part of the world. I can't hear it because it's just like all the way up static noise. It's just, and that's all the Wi-Fi fog. Now,
Yeah.
if you could see it visually, it would be like I've opened my door and it's a foggy day and you stick your hand out and you can't see out of the door because of the fog. It's that thick. And that's what we all live in. We live in radio fog. And it kind of has an effect on the body. And they say, no, it doesn't, because they don't want to accept responsibility for what they're actually doing right now. But it is radio fog. Now, if I drive up the hill or if I drive out of the village, right, as I drive out, the radio is going, and as I drive past the last house where the Wi-Fi is and I keep going, it goes quiet, and I can hear France and I can hear America, and I can, because the fog has gone. I'm out of the fog. Yeah. And it's amazing that people don't, because you can't visually see it, it's invisible. People don't think it's there. Yeah.
No,
But it is
no,
there.
it's
It
there.
really is there. Yeah. And we're all living in this fog right
It's
now.
on my internet. Being an
Yeah. And
see me going so much. But
Yeah.
I know what you're on about.
All
A lot
you
of
have
things
to
that are
do
going
is
on.
tune one of these. That's all you have
into
to do.
shortwave, and you can't pick up any shortwave, can
Can't
you?
pick up anything. But Longwire, provided your set has an external plug, makes a hell of a difference.
It does, but you're still picking up the fog.
Yeah, you still hear it. You can hear it in there. Oh yeah.
Good girl.
But
No more
so here's the thing, right? Now, again, all the mobile phone companies and all the other companies that are using these frequencies deny this because they just want to sell you internet, they want to sell you whatever, Wi-Fi, and mobile phones. So they deny this, but there was back in the 60s, it's on YouTube, and it's not even hidden. Yeah, there was research done into high frequencies like 2 gigahertz, 4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz. Yeah, and guess what? The at airports they use 5 to 10 gigahertz radar. Yeah, and it spins around, and so that beam is going wow. As it passes you, it goes like wow, wow, wow. Right, and what they did is they put in laboratory conditions, they put insects and they filmed them,
I've been fighting with the internet.
and they went like 2 or 3 miles away from the airport, and as the beam passes them, all the insect wings went like this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so insects are picking up radar, and it gets in the nervous system. So it's disorientating insects, so they can't navigate,
Great.
and it basically makes them crash and not be able to fly. And this was done in
There it goes
in the 50s and 60s. It's 16mm movie film from the government saying this affects insects. This affects insects. And if it can affect an insect's nervous system, do you think it can affect ours
To do
too?
it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how much of this research, which was done by the government and published openly, they don't care. They just don't care. They say, it don't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But it does.
This money is more important to them than your health. You know.
Yeah. So just saying, we're living in a poisoned world. And a lot of it is just radio waves. It's not pesticides. Pesticides is one part of the equation, but the hidden part of the equation is radio.
The internet's going to go off again. I'm trying to do a
Now,
lot.
somebody mentioned earlier on, there is a possibility, but it is an absolute pain in the arse for you to do this, mate, right? But you can get very fine metal mesh, yeah, which is so small, the holes in it are so small that it blocks microwaves, yeah. It's like the front of your microwave oven. It has mesh, doesn't it, with little holes so you can see the cooking going on in the microwave, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And those holes are small
Yeah.
enough to block the microwave coming out of the microwave and frying you in your kitchen, yeah. So you can get stuff like that, big rolls of the stuff, yeah, and you can actually tack it on your wall to block the smart meter that's just behind the wall getting to your bed. And you can actually block and shield around your room with this stuff. And people say, like, oh, you've got a tinfoil hat on, mate. You fucking idiot. Yeah. Well, no, a tinfoil hat does actually stop microwaves getting into your head. Yeah. But of course, it's stupid. Yeah. The real way to do it is to shield the room. Yeah.
Faraday cage.
Faraday cage. Yeah.
Yep.
So
And,
if they won't take the smart meter out and put in just a normal meter, because you can actually, you know, in the UK, you can actually say now, because there's a legal precedent that's been set, you can say, I don't want a smart meter. And I've just said to them, because my meter died, yeah, I said, no smart meter. And they said, well, you're having one. I said, no, I'm not. I said, you are. I said, no, I'm not. And they said, well, then we'll just have to leave you as you are then. I said, well, I'm getting free electric. I've been having free electric for 5 months. I said, and you keep on going, no, you're having a smart meter. So I'm not paying for electric. So that's fine then. I'll just carry on not paying. And they said, well, we'll have to come round eventually and fix it. And I said, no, I will get my own meter. I can buy them. They're £30 on eBay. You can't buy them on eBay. Yes, you can. I can buy a non-smart meter,
yes, you
and I can have an electrician fit it, right? And then I call you out. I call the electricity company out, and I say, can you see that's fitted correctly? And then they have to sign it off and go, yes, it is fitted correctly. And then I don't pay my electricity company anymore. I pay the national grid. I pay the actual suppliers of the electric, not the little company that sells it to you locally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to
All
do
right.
it by law in the UK. And guess what? The national grid is really cheap compared to E.ON and EDF and
All right.
Scottish and Southern Power. Yeah. It's really cheap. Yeah. Because they sell it wholesale. Yeah. Whereas these companies are selling it to you by the kilowatt hour. Yeah.
My electric company doesn't even make power. They just resell it. That's all they do. They
Resell
buy it. They buy it. There's over in Paducah, there's a hydropower plant. That's where they buy their electric from. It runs across Kentucky, ends up over here, 15 miles from me, and it's fed to my door. You know, they don't even make their own power. So all they are is basically they're just resellers. You know, and the rates just every time I look at my bill, oh, we've raised the rates. Well,
Yeah.
it's called a co-op. I could go in there during one of their co-op meetings because I'm part of that co-op, and I could say, I'm not, I don't agree to this. But I'm hearing people. I don't bother to go to the meeting, and a lot of people say, well, if you don't go to the meeting, then how can things be changed? And I'm like, well, because when's the last time you went to that co-op meeting and they changed something because you brought it to their attention? Oh, well, I was like, exactly.
Yeah.
These people are going to bleed you dry, and it doesn't matter how much they raise their rates. You want electric in your house, and you're going to pay the bill. And they're right. They got you by the balls. So, unless, I'm partial. I'm not even partial solar, but I'm part of the way there. I'm so freaking tired of, my money going out the window. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one
How
that
do you
lives here.
get your electric directly by the national grid then, Matt? I was trying to look.
Well, you can actually say to the national grid, I'm not with any electric company. I fitted my own meter, because the only reason they can charge you is because they're renting you the meter. And part of the agreement of renting you the meter is you'll pay whatever rates they say. Yeah.
Right.
So if you say, well, it's no longer your meter, I fitted my own, you can come and take your meter away. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not renting the meter anymore. So I pay the national grid. They don't like you doing it because the national grid don't have the infrastructure to take payments from every single person in the UK because they don't have the call centers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the few people who know they can do it, you can do it.
Cool. I need to find out. Save shit
Yeah.
tons of money.
Yeah.
The amount of money everybody's got to pay out as it is. But I'm calling it about 1:30 because my internet is pissing me off.
I'm going now. I'm heading off now. Okay.
Are you?
All right, good
I'll see
talking
you
to
later.
Matt.
Cheers. All the best, folks.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You too.
All the best. Bye. Bye. Bye.
See you later, Matt. Oh, and he's gone. Yeah, my internet keeps playing up. It's doing me head in. And I don't know why. Because my phone's on full. So I don't know what the hell's going on. And it's not like anything's blocking me computer or anything like that. So I don't bloody know. Being an ass.
I don't know. And I'm surprised I was even able to join you. What little bit of internet I've got going up. My download's perfect. Upload, forget it. It's shit.
And my internet's going to drop again, so I'm going to call this in a minute.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you
I've got the
and
little
Simon-
banner showing it.
You and Simon have a good evening over there. Good night, whatever it is over there.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me
Right,
up.
people, because my internet's been an absolute arse at the moment. I am going to have to call it, unfortunately, because I would have liked to stay on a bit longer, but while it's being stupid, I'm going to have to say good night early. So hopefully next time it's going to be better, but I am getting rid of this company that I'm with because they're just the biggest load of rubbish going. But anyway, I hope you all have a good evening or good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are. And I will catch you all later. And
Everybody
thanks for
take care.
Matt, obviously Barry, and John for all coming on. So nice seeing you again. And yeah, catch you all later. So
Good night.
I'm just going to end the stream. And much love to you all.